Oh, man, we lit, man. Let's
Let's go.
go. Yeah.
We live. All right, 3, 2, 1, and welcome everybody back to a different sports show. This is the first
Oh my
episode
God.
of our new name change, but it's the 130th edition to the sports side of our show on a different conversation here. As always, I'm Thomas Saxby. I'm here with Matt. I'm here with Kem. We have a big announcement. We are officially a Different Conversation LLC. It is
Mm-hmm.
all in motion. We are officially a
Mm-hmm.
business. We are here
Mm-hmm.
and we are not
Mm-hmm.
going anywhere. So, with that
Mm-hmm.
being said, I'm hyped, fellas. How are you guys? Matt, what is on top of your mind today?
I'm gonna be short and sweet with it. We talk about football. We barely talk about baseball because of me. Basketball is my sport.
Mm,
Yeah.
Basketball is what I live and die for.
mm,
So I'm just excited. I'm excited to see the Lakers back. But I'm just a basketball fan. I'm excited to see basketball back. We've
mhm,
gotten the preseason.
mhm,
Regular season's less than a week away.
mhm.
Let me just get my purple and gold going, and let's just let this season rock out. I'm excited. That's all. That's all I had. I just want to see this basketball season go. I'm very excited for it.
That's my
Hell
guy,
yeah.
man. Yes, man. I appreciate you starting it off that way because we definitely in the week 7 of the NFL, man. But after, you know what I mean, the preseason is wrapping up. We got a week until the NBA is actually official, man.
NBA is like
And
our thing, man.
yeah, it's kind of crazy, man,
Yeah.
because that's what I'm going to start off with too, man. Earlier conversation in the earlier episode, we were talking about what the season may look like for the Houston Rockets coming up this year, and what they did was show out in the preseason, went 4-0. Who we thought was going to come through in the absence of Fred VanVleet actually came through. Reed Shepard went crazy. You know what I mean? Went crazy. 29 points, 6 boards, 6 assists. It looked
Showed
real
out.
good. Showed out, man. Okogie, Crawford, as well as Davison. The bench, everything actually looks like it's going to come together. As we talked about too, it looked like they're not going to be perimeter. They may be, but they're definitely going with the big and running you down in defense. I can't wait to see it. But go ahead, bud.
Yeah, man. And I'm just gonna open this up. This is it's a new name to the podcast. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to start off with some chaos.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna get y'all yelling at me with this one.
Uh,
So listen, I'm sitting back, right? The new Netflix documentary is out. Basketball is around the corner here. So I wanted to start off with a hot take that I know
mm-hmm.
you guys are gonna get pissed off at. So you guys can say whatever you want after I say what I gotta say. But listen, there's been a lot of overrated players in NBA history. And, I thought the answer to this question of who is the most overrated player of all time would be Paul George. But then at the end of the day,
Damn.
I sit back and I don't think Paul George is even worth a title. I don't think he's worth,
Damn.
any title given to him. So I'm going to give this to somebody who, he's a dog. I'll give you guys
Christ.
that. He's a dog. He's a very intense basketball player, but I think Russell Westbrook is the most overrated player of all
Oh,
time.
my God.
If you go back and you just
Oh,
watch
my God. Oh, my God.
OKC and their greatest times where they had the chance to beat LeBron in the finals, or they had the chance to put the Warriors away, a lot of it went wrong because of Russell Westbrook, because his style, his brand of basketball is not a winning game of basketball. And them triple doubles that I know you guys are going to throw at me, 4 triple doubles in 4 seasons. Huh! I know, Kem. I get it, man. But those triple doubles, the rebounds, man, they were forced. There's a lot of video evidence for it. The assists, of course, you're going to get the most assists when you are holding the ball the most in the entire NBA, and you're trying to fill that stat sheet. And of course, he was a scorer. But I think when it comes to most overrated player, I think it's him. He didn't play winning basketball. His career is just about cooked. There's a reason why he's not having a big retirement fucking year, because it's not warranted. And that's what
Real
I got to
quick.
say.
Thank you,
What
man.
makes
Good.
him more
Mm.
overrated than Carmelo Anthony?
Why would Carmelo Anthony be overrated?
I
No
feel
one.
like him and Melo are around the same
I mean,
conversation with
I would
where
agree that
they rank.
Carmelo Anthony is overrated, but at the end of the day, I think he's properly rated because no one even talks about him no more. No one talks about him
What
amongst
do
the greats.
people talk about Russ?
Oh, man.
What do
Listen, man.
people talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Russ?
Let me just start it
Bro,
off.
a
Yeah.
lot of people
Mm-hmm.
hold Russ in their high regards, like top 5 point guard all time, like all this other
The
shit.
only person I ever
Carmelo,
heard talk about him like that was like Buggy Cousins on a podcast, and then that dude who be on the Gilbert Arenas podcast that used to be an NBA player.
Well,
I don't. Other than those
I'm
two
around
people, I've
social media,
never
bro.
heard people
Trust,
agree with that shit.
bro. A
Like,
lot of
yeah,
people think that way.
and then listen, you can't don't try to discredit his actual accolades just from fumble stats that you're trying to use with these mock-up triple doubles and things. Listen, man, the man was a 9-time All-Star. It doesn't matter what you, even if you can place,
Damn, just
you know what I
9?
mean? Yeah, so what? Like, what do you mean? Just 9. Some people don't even play 9 years in the NBA. To make an
Just
All-Star, yeah, what are
nine.
you talking about? Some of the players that we try to ask if they're different or not haven't even played 9 years in the NBA. So at the end, listen, he holds the record for the most triple doubles without a question, regardless of what you try to say about Fluff. He led the league multiple times in assists and scoring at the same time. We've already told you these things, and I can't believe that you're bringing it back up again. All right. Now let's look
And
at.
yeah,
Go
go.
ahead. Go ahead, Matt. No, go ahead,
I
bro.
was just
Thank
gonna
you.
pop in too. Those 9 All-Star appearances, 2 of them he got the fucking All-Star MVP. And I
Yes.
get
Like,
it,
Come on, bro. Who
All-Star.
cares
I
about the
get it,
All-Star
All-Star.
MVP? Come
That
on,
means he was the
get the
best
fuck
player
out.
on the floor with
yes.
all the best players in the league.
Well,
Get the fuck
everyone's
out
just
of here.
jogging up and down the court, dunking and shooting threes.
He was the only one giving a fuck when everybody wants people to give a fuck.
Uh,
Come on, man.
hell yeah,
Come on,
brother.
man. Come
God
on. And
bless
that's
America.
listen, what do you
Continue though,
know?
Ken.
That's the
Continue.
reason
Continue.
why we watch the game. He never takes a play off. Listen, you can try to act like, his style doesn't fit the NBA. I think that more of the man that he is does not fit the NBA. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just like people have the same type of thing about Chris Paul, except Chris Paul is one that is defer friendly anyway. You understand what I'm saying? He just actually has an attitude. You understand what I'm saying? But Russell Westbrook initiate most of the action. You know what I mean? So with him initiating most of the action and his attitude, you know what I mean? It can come off as off-putting, but it doesn't have anything to do with what he brings to the table, bruh. Like, come on, man. Please don't get me
And
started, but I appreciate it.
that's a good point too. What makes Russ, and given I'm a Chris Paul
Yeah,
fan,
like
what makes
how's he?
Russ more overrated than Chris
Like, you're
Paul?
crazy,
Chris Paul
man.
don't even have an MVP.
Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, I don't. That's a tough
And he's
question
been
because
in the league
I don't
and he's
even know
been in
who I
there
Come
would.
on, man.
longer.
I don't know who I
Yes.
would put high because Chris Paul isn't in my top 5 point guards, and neither is like Westbrook. So I
But Chris
don't.
Paul gets
But
way
how do
more
you
talk about being in a top 5 point guard
yes.
rate than
Yes.
Russ.
Well, but I think it goes back to what Kem, discussed on a few episodes ago, talking about like what a point guard actually is and shit. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
bro,
Russ runs the offense and gets the assists just as much as Chris
bro,
Paul.
because like, but there's a
Yes.
difference, bro. Like, I would say Chris Paul
Yeah,
is a
Chris
better
Paul's more
passer
of a
with higher
floor
IQ.
general.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
he
Like,
is
Well,
a
that's
he is
somebody
a
else.
whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, thank you, Matt. And I'm gonna chill at the floor general, and I gotta take over from there because we're gonna say point guard. Let's stay where we at before we just, you know what I mean, move past that. When we're talking about point guard, career average, he averages 8 assists, okay, per game. No, let's do totals, okay? Steals, he's only 45 away from 2,000. Okay, 45 away from 2,000. This is the other side of the ball and a point guard. Rebounds, he has almost 9,000 rebounds as a point guard. You understand what I'm saying?
well, yeah, when your teammates are letting you grab the rebounds, of course.
No, but we talking to.
He also has to get them from the other team, dickhead. What are we
Oh man,
talking
come
about?
on, bro. Come on, blocks.
He's fighting. He's fighting 10 people on the court to get the fucking ball. What are we talking about?
Chris Ball doesn't even have measurables in those 2 stats that I just gave you. Also, as a point guard, he's not even in the measurable category of
For
rebounds.
steal?
No, I'm talking about
Steals, he's up there.
yes, steals, but I'm talking about rebounds. You understand what I'm saying? Blocks, steals. He's going to be close, but he's nowhere near Russ. And you can probably look at that right now.
All right, cool. So since I got you guys, hyped and going, make sure
Doesn't even have a rebuttal. He just okay, cool.
make sure you guys, like and subscribe
Please,
and share.
please.
This is
We
what he
got
got
we
the
does.
fuck
got a
out
lot
of
of
here.
stuff
That's
that
what he
we
do.
got moving forward for you. We're gonna revive this, video game part of the podcast here soon. Me and V-Man are gonna be jumping into a wrestling episode soon. I have baseball research projects that I'm gonna be doing in the off season. We got the NBA literally less than a week away, and the NFL is mid-season. We're getting to that spicy part where we find out
Mhm.
who the playoff contenders are and who they are
Mhm.
not, and then we get the
Mhm.
heartbreaking injuries, all that type of stuff. So we have
Mhm.
a lot of stuff for you. We're bringing NASCAR into the pod. I'm just
Mhm.
playing. I'm just playing.
You heard my
But
I
so
said
Matt, Kem,
mhm.
I had tasked you guys with, getting us into this episode however you guys would like. So who wants to go first? Let's do it.
You guys know I got a blind ranking for each of you. I
Yep.
don't know
Mhm.
if Kem got anything, but I know that's what I got. What do you
Mm-mm.
have anything, Kem?
I want you to go. No, let's go,
All
brother.
right. So,
Mhm.
do you want to do it together or separate?
What you want to do, Cam? You want to? Is it competitive?
It's fun, but
Yeah, I don't think I want no parts of a,
it can be
blind ranking.
competitive.
With how he just started, no, let's go ahead and separate this, bro. Please.
All right,
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Tom,
That's
get
my
the fuck
guy.
up out of
Yeah,
here.
that's my
All
guy,
right.
but yeah, we're gonna
I'm gonna
separate
just
this.
mute my computer
Thank you.
and yeah, just give me like a John Cena like bang bang when it's ready. All
Okay,
right.
Alright.
all right. So, Kem,
Mhm.
all-time NBA moments, blind
Ooh,
ranking
fire. Okay.
moments.
Mhm.
So, number one, I got Kawhi Leonard lucky bounce over Philly.
Ooh, holy moly. That's a very big moment.
It's a big
That's
moment,
that's a
important moment,
that's a very big moment.
moment
Uh,
that led to the Toronto Raptors' first ever
and
championship.
only, right? Shoot. I gotta
Where
put
you
that
got
at a
that?
solid 3. Imma get that at a solid 3, bro. I got to.
Starting the bar. You're setting the
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
without a question. Mhm.
All right. Number two, Allen
Mhm.
Iverson's crossover over Mike.
Yeah.
That one clip everyone knows.
Yeah. Absolutely. See, Kawhi won a chip, man, and I put that at number 3, so that's kinda crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
Remember, though, that's
anymore.
not the moment, though. The moment
Yes.
wasn't the chip. The moment was the
The
bounce.
moment was the
Yeah, there's
bounce. Yes.
history behind it.
Alright, bet. Okay, yeah,
There's
thank you, my guy.
context behind
Thank
it.
you. See, you helped me. You just helped
There's
me out right there.
context with the shot, but the
Yeah.
moment.
So listen, I'm tripping right now, but I'm still going number 2 with that. That was crazy. That the
Two,
NBA is a part of what
two
he
for
did. Yeah.
AI crossing
Yes.
over Mike. Copy.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Number three, Dame's game winner over Paul George,
4.
the 40 footer.
Yeah, that's 4. Yeah.
Number four. All
Mhm.
right. Blocked by James.
Oh my god. Ooh, over Iguodala?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. I
god.
mean, when we say blocked by James, we know what block we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Jesus Christ. That's
You got 1 and 5 right now.
yeah,
But like moments,
that's
what
I
kind
gotta put that at number
I
1.
know you're thinking of
I'm
the
going
shot, you're thinking of
no,
this,
I'm
that, and the
going
third.
1. I'm going that at
You're
number
going
1. That's a
one.
that's
All
a
right.
moment. Yeah.
You played this correctly. Because I
Okay.
was thinking you were gonna hold out for Michael Jordan's
Mhm.
shot.
No.
You
No.
played this beautifully because
Yeah,
number
no.
5, I have Brandon Jennings 55-point rookie game.
Okay. All
You
right.
got
I'm out of here.
you
Okay. Yeah, that's
finally
fire. That's a
beat
fire. Yeah, that's a fire
yeah.
list. Let's see. I'm about to mute now. I'm out of here.
Thomas.
Yo.
Motherfucker, look at the screen.
Yo. Discount double check. Yo.
Damn.
Motherfucker, we were over here. You're over here playing NASCAR and shit. All right, so
Hey.
I will tell you, Cam did really well.
Oh
He
fuck.
finally beat me in a ranking. I will say that. Yeah,
Wow. I should have went
Cam did
first.
good. All right,
Okay.
so
All right.
all-time NBA moment blind ranking.
Oh fuck.
Moments. Moments.
Ooh. Okay.
So number 1, Kawhi Leonard's lucky bounce over Philly. Now remember, this is the moment. Yes, there's context. It led to a championship.
But
It
this is just
led
a
to,
moment.
but this
Just a
is
moment.
the moment. Where you got that?
I'm gonna put it at a safe number 3 because I like the moment, but I also think there's a lot of bullshit
Okay.
attached because of the bounce and everything. You feel me?
A lot of
Um,
bullshit attached, he says.
yeah.
Okay. So number 2, AI's famous crossover over MJ.
Oh yeah, that's definitely number 2. Yeah.
Number 2.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
iconic as shit. All the cameras that flashed while it was happening
Yeah.
and shit in the
Yeah.
background.
Oh no, it was
Yo,
crazy.
by the way, underrated take. I miss those days, like the old sports games where
Oh
all the
yeah.
cameras were
Yeah. Yeah.
flashing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get
Yeah.
that no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just fire. All
yeah.
right. Number 3, game. Dame's 40-foot game winner over PG-13.
All right, so hear me out. I'm putting this number 5 because I
Okay.
love the moment. I love the wave off of Paul George. You know me. I don't like Paul George, so I love all that
And
shit.
you love Dame, or at least you did
But
love Dame.
yeah, the Trailblazers were already up like 3-1 in the series. Like it wasn't even gonna be close. Like he honestly didn't even have to do that.
He didn't. He did not need to do all that.
Like I love it. You buried him, but like it wasn't like, like oh my god, wow. Like yeah.
Okay, so that's 5. Okay. So, number 4. Block by James.
Ooh.
You know the block? We all know the
Yeah.
block.
Yeah. Now, like see
What
me,
moments could be left on the board?
I know. I'm gonna
Could be
say
Jordan
one just
Cha.
because
It
like
could be okay.
I say one because like when I was watching that, now I'm tired of seeing it because I've seen it so much. But
Because he's a
at the
hater.
time that
Okay.
it happened, that shit was crazy, bro. LeBron came flying from absolutely fucking nowhere to get that block. Honestly, you can argue that it probably won them the
It
series
did.
because I
It did.
love Kyrie's 3 over Steph. It was cold blooded and everything. But at the end of the day, if the Warriors made that layup, no one was scoring. If you guys remember, no one
No,
was
the
scoring in
last
that
3
fourth
minutes,
quarter.
the last 3.5 minutes, there was no score.
All the Warriors needed was something to get their offense going, and that could have been that something that they needed to win that
Hundred
game, and
percent,
it didn't
hundred
happen.
percent agree.
But
All right, so that's
yeah.
number 1. So your number 4 pick. What's going automatically into number 4? You did very well too. You only have one different with Ken.
And
Okay,
you lost.
But I mean, I feel
we'll
like
see.
both of
We'll
these
see
are
how I feel about
W's.
this.
I feel like both of these are W's in my book. You both won. But number 4 for you is Brandon Jennings' 55-point rookie game. So I
Oh,
would
that
put
should have
Dame
been
shot
5.
over that.
All
I would
right.
put Dame shot over that. But you were only one off. Chem, I feel like, was perfect because
Yeah,
Chem had
I'll
that
give
number
Cam the win
5.
on that because I don't like
But
Brandon Jennings.
you both beat me. I thought both you were going to try to hold out for Jordan's the shot,
Yep.
and
No.
neither of
No.
you did. Both of you
Nah.
did good, in my opinion.
No, I
Those
mean, I
were
was comfortable because the AI crossover, that's easily one of the most iconic things to ever happen, and then, like, I can't put LeBron's block at 4.
yeah.
Like, that
You
me as
you
a basketball
actually
fan,
you
yeah.
explained it the same way I did. You just
Yeah,
didn't get
both of you.
to you just
Yeah, because
didn't
I mean, I
get
see
to
it
the
so
Brandon
much now,
Jennings.
I'm tired of
Yeah.
seeing it, like, I feel like the
But
feeling's gone now
it's
for me,
number
but
1.
It's
yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
since if I'm
Yeah.
watching a highlight or
Yes.
a highlight reel
Mhm.
type of thing, and that comes out, it still sends chills. It
Yes,
Oh,
does.
it's
yeah.
It does.
wild. It's
Because I
wild.
just remember the moment I was watching it
Well,
Yes,
live.
me,
I was
'cause
like,
like,
and the
you gotta think
sequence
though, because I'm
before and
on
then into it is
yeah, and
amazing.
I'm on Twitter so much, I see this highlight, like, twice a day, so that's why I'm
yeah,
tired.
yeah, 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 I
But,
Yeah.
get it.
yeah.
All right, both of you did good. Hey,
Alright,
for
Okay.
the
hey, we're
first
here.
time.
Alright, Kem,
Alright.
so what you got for us? What you
I
got?
ain't got nothing, man. I'm ready to get to business.
Alright.
Yeah. Cause listen, we are a businessman. So let's move on, please and thank
Alright,
Let's get
let's
to the
fucking
business,
do it.
man.
So,
you.
listen,
Yes.
guys, the NBA season, less than a week away. Yes, we start the NBA season next week. So we gotta talk to you guys about some basketball. It's what
Mhm.
we've built this whole thing on was our amazing basketball talks. So
Mhm.
we're very, very glad that basketball is back. We're not saying that the NFL is going on the back burner or anything. We still go
No.
and talk football. It's our
Mhm.
job. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm not
Mhm.
saying we don't love it either. I'm saying it like, oh
Right.
fuck, we gotta talk football. But
No, no,
no,
no.
when it comes to basketball, let's dig right in. We got a few questions, a few predictions that we can, come and zoom back on.
Come.
Mhm.
Who, relax, man.
Mhm.
who who's gonna be the number one seeds this year? Who wants to kick
Damn,
that off?
damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going number 1 in the West. I'm going Thunder. I just feel like we
Mm.
talked about it before.
Mhm.
The Thunder is one of them teams that don't play with their food.
Mhm.
I feel like it's not going to be as dominant this year because I feel like the revamped fucking Nuggets are going to be on that ass.
Yeah.
But I think the Thunder are still going to be dominant. They're still going to just beat the people they need to beat and they're supposed to beat. And then over in the East, kind of the same thing, but it's more of a because there's less competition this year in the East. I got the Cavs running it back, so yeah, it's the same as last year for me. But I just feel like it's either Cavs or Knicks.
Hmm.
There's no way about it in the East. Like maybe Magic on a run, but I don't see it like that heavily. So I got Thunder and
Mhm.
Cavs.
Mhm.
Okay. What you got,
All
Kem?
right. So real quick, man, one of those I agree with. I agree with the Cavs take without a question. But listen, man, I think that the big dogs are back. I think that it may just be one and done just for now for OKC, but I think that Jokic don't really care, man. I think that this may be the season that Denver kind of, you know what I mean? If I were to
I
predict
love
it,
that.
I got them coming out, you know what I mean, as number one, you know what I mean?
Wow. Denver.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, without a question, man. Like, listen, Jamal gonna be fully healthy. You know what I mean? They got some pieces back with getting Russ gone. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see Cam out there. I can't wait to see.
Yo, I
You know
love
what I mean?
him
Like,
so much
yeah,
better
yeah.
as an
So
option instead of
yeah,
Porter
man.
Jr.,
Come on,
man.
come on, come on. I can't wait. So at the end of the day,
And
and
also,
he's been playing
fucking
losing basketball, but been playing hard. So at
yeah,
the end
Yeah.
of the
and
day,
efficient. He's been
yes,
efficient
you understand what I'm
in
And
that
saying?
that's what
losing
So,
they and that's
basketball.
what they need as their third dude there
mhm,
is that they need someone efficient. Like the thing with Porter Jr. is when they won the championship and shit,
mhm,
he was doing decent, but like as of late, he's been so terribly inconsistent.
mhm,
It's just not
Yeah,
good basketball.
and fucking and get he hasn't left the NBA yet.
mhm,
Valanciunas is still a backup on
mhm,
the Nuggets. There
mhm.
was those rumors that right when he got fucking brought
Did he
over,
play this
oh,
preseason?
I'm not sure.
I
I'm
don't,
not sure.
I don't believe so. I don't know,
But yeah, no, there
but
was those
either way,
rumors that he was just gonna go overseas. Yeah.
Mhm,
yeah, this is the first good backup center that Jokic has had in years. So
mhm,
that's a huge part that now he can take a rest, and they're not hugely like a liability. So
mhm,
I love that. Like I said, they're going to be on ass. They're going to be on the Thunder's heels if the Thunder are in first.
mhm.
What do you
Oh,
got,
I
Tom?
mean, I
Oh no,
guess
you
it's
didn't even do East yet, right? Go East.
yeah. I mean, I guess JV said he's gonna give it his all. He's committed to the Nuggets. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Mhm,
All right, that's cool. Yeah, that's a fucking good player to have as your backup center. My God.
mhm.
Yeah. All right, Cam, what you got as your East?
Oh, for my East? What do you mean for my East? That was my number 1 seeds in general. I said Cleveland and,
Oh, he did say Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
My
Yeah, I said
apologies.
I
Oh,
agree
okay.
with him, on the
Yeah,
Cleveland,
yeah.
and
He
I
said
just
one's
gave
the
Denver.
same. You did say
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
the same.
Mhm, mhm,
Now, this might be a cold take, because
Uh-oh.
Matt already said that, maybe they'll do it, maybe they won't. I do think the Orlando Magic are gonna take the first seed in the East. Now,
mhm,
the only reason I think that is because I think they're gonna be one of those they're gonna be like the Cavs last year, a very, very, very good regular season team. And the reason why I say that is because they got the big men for it. I think Paolo's gonna be a lot more comfortable with Desmond Bane in that lineup. Franz is gonna be a lot more comfortable. He's gonna be seeing a lot better shots. Desmond Bane in that lineup in general, Suggs, they're going to be a very high offensively potent team. And I think I don't think they're going to make noise in the playoffs, but I do think they'll be a team that gets that number one seed while the Cavs and Knicks have, injuries and all that other shit.
One
mhm.
thing. Well, that's my point. That
So
thing I'm about to say.
mhm,
Last year they were the most injury riddled team throughout the
Yeah,
mhm,
season.
mhm,
So I need to see a regular season
of
of them
course.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
of
healthy
course.
before I can go and
mhm,
put them in the conversation. But
mhm,
given last year,
mhm,
even with all the fucking injury problems, they were one of the
mhm,
best defensive teams in the whole
mhm,
league. They were
mhm,
only a few good 3-point shooters away from being a good offensive team, which
mhm,
they got Bane, they brought in a couple guys, but
mhm.
I need to wait and see with
Of
that health
course.
because you talk
Of
Yeah.
about the
course.
health of the
And that's
Knicks, the
fair.
Cavs.
Yes, and I love that you pay attention, Tom. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that I've been all over. But it's just the health. You gotta,
Of
these
course.
guys gotta, they
Yeah.
gotta be, they gotta make it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
additions, everything they brought in.
I
You know
just
what I
think
mean?
like
I love.
if everything goes right, I just that addition of Desmond Bane frees the floor for Paolo and
Tyus.
Franz in a way that's gonna be like almost unstoppable for a lot of
Mhm,
teams
mhm,
to go against. But in the West, I wanted to come up with something, different from, what people are normally going with. Cam, I like your take about the Nuggets, but I'm just gonna go with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it's gonna be a lot like, how this even though the Celtics didn't get the number one seed last year, I
mhm,
think the Thunder will because they're just going to come in, take care of business, another
mhm,
day in the office type shit. I think their real challenges are going to come in the playoffs when people are trying to knock their fucking heads off, and see how just like the Celtics, this year the Knicks were coming for their heads. So we'll see what happens. But who do you guys think are going to be the now? This is different than the
mhm,
number one seeds. Who do you
mhm,
guys think are going to be the final four teams in the
mhm,
playoffs? That's two from the East, two
mhm.
from the West.
So as
Yeah.
much as I'm a Lakers fan,
Oh.
this Lakers team currently this year, I don't think it's championship built. Given I did give that warning in the last episode of don't be surprised and don't be saying you were on the fucking train
Mhm,
when they're a good team.
mhm,
But it doesn't just because they're a good team doesn't mean I think they're going to win it all this year. Do I want
mhm,
them to? Sure. I don't think they're built for a championship run right now.
mhm,
Teams I got in the West, I got teams we just mentioned. I got Thunder and Nuggets,
mhm.
and I think it's going to be Nuggets. First seeded, I don't give a fuck what I was saying about the first seed. This team, bro, Jokic has been
There we
waiting to
go.
have this team. Regular
That's
season
fire.
don't mean shit when it comes to the playoffs, in my opinion. And
This
Mhm,
is
Jokic
fire.
is built. They're both these teams are built for the playoffs, but I think Jokic is gonna be on a different mission this year. I don't
Mhm.
care. So yeah, I got Thunder and Nuggets on the West, and then vanilla take here. I got Knicks and Cavs on the East.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
Nice.
just
that's
the two
I mean,
most
like,
loyal.
we probably need to leave the East out of our takes as it pertains to most of the seeding and
Well, who do you
playoff
think? Who do you
matchups.
think? Okay,
You
then we'll
understand
take.
what I'm
Do we
saying?
all
Like,
have
real
Knicks and
talk.
Cavs?
Yeah. Like, why
Okay,
wouldn't
yeah.
we? Like, why wouldn't
So
we?
who do you
I
guys
mean,
think are who do you guys think would win that matchup and represent the East in the finals? Then we'll go there.
so that's a
Bar,
totally
yeah,
different question. You know what I mean? That's a different question that we'd have to answer later in the season. That's nothing I'm be willing to like go on the line and kind of project. You know what I mean?
I'll go
Because
on
I
we
the
have,
line.
say
Yeah,
I say
yeah,
it's
like
whoever's healthier because
yeah,
yes, because
neither
that's
of
team
what it's
is
course.
going
going
to
to
be
be.
healthy. Neither of them is going
Yeah,
to be healthy.
that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's gonna
Neither is
be
going to be
yeah, it's
healthy.
gonna be who's looking like what around game 55. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Alright, fair
And
enough.
and how much they got left. But yeah,
No,
I think
fuck
we're
that.
also aligned. Oh, go ahead. What you was gonna say? Fuck that what?
Fuck that. It's whoever's healthy. Last game of the series prior.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I
Yeah.
mean
because
like
these
game
motherfuckers get
55,
hurt like this.
yes, but the ticky
I mean, that's
tacky
why the Pacers
longevity.
made it.
But that's why we know when Jalen Brunson by game 55, you know that this dude is beat up whether he keep on playing or not through the season is what I mean.
Yeah.
You understand what
Yeah.
I'm
No,
saying?
I know what you mean. I
Like
know what you mean.
the OG thing, like that he's
I mean,
chipped
that's
up.
why it was perfect
You
last year. He
understand?
got
You
hurt and
understand
came
what I'm
back a
saying?
couple days before the playoffs started.
Yeah, but then in the playoffs, his ass got, you know what I mean, left behind because of that. You know what I mean? Of being chipped up. So
Yeah,
at
he
the end
had
of the
some
day,
spurts, but then he
yeah,
had some
like
fumbles
he
too.
was invisible. But I
Yeah.
love that we are all over the Denver OKC thing because I think that again in
Not
talking
alright.
about Anthony Edwards, man, I think that he's gonna pull those guys a little bit further again. You know what I mean? But then, it's a two-headed monster over there. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, one of them will be waiting and one of them will be fighting it out. You know what I'm saying? With them. So that's what we'll see.
Well, I'm not going with the Nuggets. I'm going with the Thunder, and I'm going with the Houston Rockets. I think
Get
this
the fuck
Houston
out of here.
Rockets team,
Love
as
him.
long as I think if Kevin Durant stays healthy, I think he's hungry. I think he's motivated. He has a lot of young dudes around him. I think if they get there healthy, they get to the playoffs. I think they're going to go on a run. I don't think a lot of teams are going to be able to beat them. I think they're going to be another big regular season team. I think they're going to be second seed again.
Hmm.
And I think they're going to carry that into the playoffs. They're going to have a lot of energy that teams aren't going to have. And then, yeah, on the East, I have the Knicks and the Cavs. But I will say this. This is going to be the year the New York Knicks get a ring. This is going to be the year the New York Knicks get a chip. I'm dying on this hill. I'll say it all year unless one of them tear their ACL or something. But I'm going with this all year. The New York Knicks are going to win the NBA championship this year. Mark my words. Everything's aligning. Everything is right. The depth is there. We're coming into this healthy and motivated. We're like Mike Brown's committed to running Mitchell Robinson as a starting center, which we should have done last year a lot, but Tibbs had his head up his ass. I think the Knicks they're healthy. They got this right. I think we're good.
I'm
Okay.
not fully against that. I like
Yeah.
they definitely could win it. Not saying they can't. Do I have my money on them winning it? God no. But they definitely
God
are in the
no.
final four. You feel me?
Hell
Mhm.
yeah. All right. All right, cool. So who do you guys have as the most valuable player?
Nikola Jokic.
Mm.
I do have my
Okay.
two runners up because I feel like this motherfucker is just gonna sit here and be like, given is Jokic known as the guy who cares about the league and shit as far as like no, he wants to go home to his horses. But he this is his league. He fucking Embiid won it, Jokic came back and won it. Shea wins it, Jokic gonna come back and win it. He's got a better team around him. Last year the biggest argument was his fucking record wasn't good enough. But he had the stats. Now his record's going to be good enough, and he's going to have the stats. His record is not going to be that far off of the fucking Thunder, in my opinion, if not beating them. But I have the Thunder getting it by a little,
You guys are
and I
really high
feel
on
like
this Nuggets team, man.
I love this Nuggets team, and I think Jokic is by far the best player in the league. And I have my runner-up as my two runner-ups. My second and third pick would be Shea and Luca. But I feel like
Okay.
Luca, they just won't give him it while LeBron's on that team. No, they won't
Okay.
give him it.
All
Give it
right.
right
Well, without a question. So there's a couple of things like that's why I love how these questions are layered and how you did this today. It's pretty dope, but because it doesn't matter about the seeding playoffs, those questions are handled when we get to them. You know what I mean? As it pertains to MVP, I think that Shea is still going to do it. I think that Shea coming back hard, hungrier. You know what I mean? With something to prove because this has already been 3 years in the making. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think he's just going to keep dragging people. Is not to say anything about what the end result will be for the team, but I think for him for MVP of the league, I think that he's probably going to snatch that up again.
Yeah, I mean, if I really like if I drop the bias about the Knicks, I do think the Thunder are actually going to run the board and win the championship again. Like that's my like actual honest take about
Mhm,
it. Because I think we're gonna get into a scenario of, whoa, will they three-peat? Will they not? I think that'll be a big storyline to go into next year. But if all goes the way, I mean, even when Chet got hurt last year, they were business as usual as well.
mhm, mhm.
So I think the Thunder will truly run the board again. But for MVP,
And that's
I
how
know
he
you
won the MVP from them
yeah,
staying.
I know you said what you said, Matt, but I am going with Luca. I think his game is gonna go to somehow, some way, it's gonna go to even another level. He's gonna get the good start to the season without LeBron being there for the first month or whatever it's gonna be.
Mhm,
I think even when LeBron comes back, he's gonna be forced to take that back seat because Luca's gonna be going off in such a way that LeBron's not gonna want to get in his way. I think Luca absolutely dominates this season. I mean, 35 points per game is a little bit of a stretch, but I think that can be achieved by Luca with the way the team is. Bro, the team is set up so perfectly
mhm,
around Luca right now that I
mhm,
think as long as he stays healthy and he's in better shape, he's playing defense, he's doing all of this shit. This season's about to be an insane Luca season, as long as he stays healthy. And I have every reason to believe that he's going to stay healthy because he's in
uh-huh,
shape now. You know what I mean?
uh-huh.
So that's the only thing that's really stopped Luca from winning MVP before is that he wasn't able to stay healthy through the whole way, and he hasn't been able to bet on a team that's been up there. I had the Lakers as my third team in the West. I think that'll be enough for a championship. When everything lies,
So
I
you have
got Luca.
Nuggets past the third seed because you said
I
Rockets
have him fourth.
second.
It's gonna the West is gonna be very competitive.
I have
Um,
Lakers third as well.
yeah,
I just have Nuggets for
Cause like I don't know, cause
OKC,
like
Nuggets,
I
Lakers.
do take injuries a
Then I
little
have
bit
Rockets.
into it. I mean, like obviously, like Jokic is a very healthy player. I worry a little bit about Murray, and I worry about Cam a little bit too, because he hasn't been the healthiest dude in the world either. But we'll see. I mean, that's how I have it ranked. I got Thunder,
Hey, I
Rockets, Lakers,
wish,
Nuggets. Yeah,
I hope Luca does it. I've been the one spewing
of
Luca
course.
deserves an MVP every year we've had this pod, but
Yeah,
I just feel like the fucking LeBron hate in the fucking voting circle will
I
affect
don't
us.
think Luca's gonna give anybody a chance, bro.
I hope. I
Like I
fucking
think
hope.
Luca's gonna absolutely go the fuck off, and like yeah, we're all witness. Like that's just how it's gonna
Long
go.
as we winning too. Long as we winning
That's all I
too.
give a fuck about that we
Word
winning.
up.
Yeah. It's just
Because I
like I
love
think
the what
about
you I love your take and everything, but long as we
well, because
winning,
like
bro.
my thing with Luca is like I think about all the faults that we thought about him before. All of that is eliminated by him just being in better shape and being
Mhm.
athletic. Because that dude can play minutes. He can
Potentially.
put minutes
Yeah.
on the like he's gonna
Potentially is
yeah,
Mhm.
eliminated.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's very true. We'll see what happens when obviously the actual season
EuroLeague
starts, but
defense and NBA defense can
of
be
course.
very different. So
Yeah. But at least seeing him try hard on that end is like a very
yeah,
good
yeah,
plus.
Yeah.
yes.
Because when
Stay in
he
front
does
of his
try,
man.
like, we
Just
saw it
just
when
has
they
to
went
stay
on
in
their
front.
run yeah, when they went on their run to the finals, when he was on the Mavs with Kyrie, like, everyone was like, "Oh my god, Luka actually can play defense." Like,
And
I
then he
can
got to the
imagine
finals
that.
and didn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. He was dead.
Well, he was
Luka
the only
was
one playing offense because Kyrie couldn't shoot the ball
yeah,
in the finals.
Mhm.
yeah.
The
But
Celtics were not about to let him score
now
at all.
here's an interesting question. This digs a little bit deeper into our basketball bag. Who do you guys have as most improved player? I'll start this one off. I'll lay it down. I
Mhm.
have two
There you
choices
go.
here. I'll go with who I actually think is going to win it, and then I'll have a dark horse for it. So who I think is actually going to win it, I have Benedict Mathurin of the
Let's
Indiana Pacers.
go,
Are we aligned?
bro. He has to. There's
Okay.
no
Y'all
way
All
he
right.
doesn't.
listen, y'all close. So listen, before you even go, y'all are actually mad close, but I want to go ahead, let y'all go. Damn, I
All
shouldn't have
right,
let my
so
cat out
I
my
got
bag.
Benedict Mathurin because listen, the Pacers didn't make no moves in the offseason, which actually I'm honestly okay with because I
Mhm.
think this team's
Mhm.
identity is
Mhm.
and how they go deeper into the playoffs is going to be
Mhm.
based around Tyrese Halliburton and what he does when he comes back. But Benedict Mathurin is a motherfucking dog. Them
Yes.
minutes that Ty and all the ball being in Tyrese's hands and all that, that's gonna be transferred a little bit around the team, and I think Benedict Mathurin is going to be the one that thrives from it. I don't think Siakam's gonna thrive, through it. I think that what's gonna happen is Mathurin's gonna be having the ball a lot more in his hands, and he is a high volume scorer. He can do everything. It's Mathurin, brother.
All right. I will say this real quick before you go, Kim.
Mhm.
I think Siakam is gonna very much thrive because of this.
No.
But I think the ball is going to be mainly in Andrew Nemhard's hands. But I think Benedict Mathurin is going to
He's
highly
gonna
take
take
a
over.
jump because of that. Siakam's going to take a jump too because he's the main guy. He's going
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
the main
now
guy on
he's
that
the
team.
yeah.
But I feel like
Siakam MVP?
Benedict Mathurin is going to take the scoring jump that he needs to. Go on,
Yeah.
Kim. I know you're itching.
Nah, so listen, I'm only itching because I love that we're in the same vein, but I hate that sometimes we watch the game differently. I also know that y'all love Benedict Mathurin only because you've been following Benedict Mathurin as long as you've been following him.
Oh,
But the
yeah, it's been
truth
since he
is,
came in the league and made those
without a
dumb
question.
comments, I was on
I,
it.
High
I,
school. I've been
I,
watching him
I,
since high
I
school.
already know that, but that's why I wanted to highlight something that y'all definitely said a little bit about, but didn't highlight it enough. Absolutely fucking right. With the defensive ability that Andrew Nemhart has already put forth and what we know he can do offensively with Tyrese Halliburton now actually being out and him having to run this team, I am looking for Andrew Nemhart to actually be the most improved player in the NBA
They're
this
my
That's
season.
a
two
good
guys.
that's a good
Those are
I'm
my
take.
two
being
guys.
100% real with you. I came on here and talked before about some of his dribbling package that I saw, like, you know what I mean? It's without a question that he has, you know what I mean, that is in the times that is when it's needed. But with him having to use so much of his energy on defense, last NBA finals, you weren't really able to see it. You were able to see flashes of the three-point shooting and things like that. But I think in totality, you know what I mean, what he brings to the table and like what you did highlight about what they didn't do in the offseason, you know what I mean, aside of getting rid of the big guy. Listen, man, I'm looking for him. Siakam, of course. We already know the names that we named. And I know you love Mathurin, but I think that with how much he's gonna have the ball in his hands, you understand what I'm saying, and you know how he plays, his play style. You know what I mean? When let go, I'm looking for him to
Yeah.
actually kind of,
Now
you know,
I
I have an honorable mention, though. I do have an honorable mention.
yes,
yeah,
hmm
I
If
do too. You
now
go.
yes,
this is just if things go right for their season, because it's
hmm
when it comes to the Memphis Grizzlies,
hmm
it's gonna go one way or another. Either they're gonna
hmm
be a good dominant team or things are gonna fall apart. So
hmm
I'm going with Scottie Pippen Jr. I think,
okay,
he played a lot of valuable
Oh,
minutes last year. He got his offensive stride going. He got his legs
hmm
underneath him. I think if the Grizzlies are going to be successful, I think he's going to have a lot of part in it, especially with
hmm
Desmond Bane now off the team.
hmm
The ball is going to be a lot more in Ja's hands, and I think Ja's going to be looking for his scores. Scottie Pippen Jr. is one of those dudes. If he takes a big enough jump, as in he gets into that starting five, plays some decent minutes, I think he can be a dark horse for the most improved player.
so I had a top three, but that made me think about something. So I'll say what my top three was. Obviously, Benedict's number one. Nemhard was my number two, and then Derek White was my number three. Teams that got
Of
injuries
course,
late last year.
yeah,
But you saying that makes me also think about Gigi Jackson. He was injured most of last season
that's a good
on the
choice.
Grizzlies. He came back and wasn't great. He came back and was bad. I'll say
hmm
that. His rookie season, though, for the year before, he was lighting it up while that team was injured. And so I feel like this year he's going to come back, have a full season healthy, full off season
Yeah,
healthy,
they're an underrated
training
team,
camp,
man.
and he can play that 2, 3, 4 anywhere in there. So he can go in there, take a spot, and I feel like he would be better fit than Scottie Pippen just because I feel like Ja and Scottie Pippen Jr. they both need the ball in their hands, and I feel like Ja's going to have it in his hands a lot more, and so it might take away from what Scottie can do. But Gigi Jackson, he could thrive off ball. But yeah, those are my
Fair.
guys.
nice.
That was a
And my
good that was good.
So listen, I didn't get to name my honorable mention because I was so hyped. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
want
But
to do
we were all
is
on the
give a
Pacers for that one. That was cool.
yeah. Listen, I want to give a shout out to Josh Giddey, man. I know that the boy was accused of a bunch of things and all that kind of stuff. But listen, and I know that you had a bunch of hot takes about him, but has as his role has increased and what is going on out there, watch out, my guy. The boy has been balling. Okay, listen, that's all I
Yeah,
gotta
man.
say.
Yeah. All right. So no.
Word up. Real
All
talk,
right.
man.
So who will be traded mid-season?
Mhm.
All right, so I got two names here. One is super obvious, just
Mhm.
because we were just talking about it. Do I think it's 100% a thing that I think he's going to get traded? No, I feel like he's more of an off-season trade. But with Luca getting traded last year at the fucking deadline,
Mhm.
anyone can get traded at the deadline.
Mhm.
And so one name obviously I have is Giannis, just because
Mhm.
the shit that was said over in the
Mhm.
offseason.
Mhm.
One name that I think is definitely like more that I believe could happen.
Mhm.
This team not look doesn't look great as of right now. He's been there his whole career, but I feel like if him and the young guy that they just brought in butting heads, they're not winning. He doesn't want to be on a losing franchise again. I feel like Devin Booker might ask out.
Ooh wee.
I feel like
Ooh
Devin
wee.
Booker might get the fuck up out of there.
That's funny.
Those are my two that I got.
Okay.
What you
Uh,
got, Cam?
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Because we've been talking about the Giannis trade and everything like that. Y'all already know that that's something that's on my mind and that I'm bringing to the table as well, right? But listen, this is something else that I'm bringing to the table in mid-season, right? Because there has already been an old head that has went to this squad already in the offseason. But I think that the next person that is going to this squad is going to make room for the Giannis to be able to go to the Knicks, and that's going to be Carl Anthony Towns to the Golden State Warriors.
I knew you were gonna say Warriors, but I didn't think you were gonna say Cat.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
watch, watch.
Holy
Try to
shit!
try to get something young and big in there. You know what I mean? Like what they're trying to do with. Come on, man. God damn it.
I'm so sorry. Continue. Continue. I'm
Like what
sorry.
they did with Al Horford, you know what I mean? I think the experiment may work, you know what I mean, with him spreading the floor, but I think overall the pace in which Steph Curry actually plays with real time, I don't know how much he's going to benefit them. So I
What would
think
that?
some
How would that even look?
I don't know, but listen, man, that's something
The
that
money wise, they don't got nobody to send over
hey
making
man,
that much.
they gave Kaminga, they just gave Kaminga a little something, you know
A
what I
little
mean?
something,
You know
but
what I
Cat
mean?
making a
Yeah.
lot of something.
Listen, hey man, you never know, bro. I'm
Holy
telling you.
shit! I that was not
You
nowhere
never
near my
know.
thought process.
You
That would be
never
crazy
know,
though.
man.
That would be
Watch.
So
nuts.
Because I
here's what
think they're
I
gonna
got.
be
His
in
world would
desperation.
shatter.
Because they're gonna be in desperation mode. They don't got nothing coming with what they got. I'm telling
Yeah,
you
yeah,
now,
yeah,
they're
yeah. I
gonna
agree.
have to get something. But that's
But
just,
we're okay.
hey,
We're
we're
okay.
throwing something out in the ether. This is not, you know what I
Oh
mean? I
yeah,
don't
no, I like it.
uh,
It's definitely
Now,
something I wasn't thinking about.
yeah.
now I'm gonna shoot something else that you guys weren't thinking about, especially because I said Scottie Pippen Jr. was the most improved player, and because I said the Grizzlies could be,
Ja,
you know, yeah, I think John Morant's gonna get traded mid-season, especially if the Grizzlies underperform. I think he's gonna. I
I
don't know.
could see it.
I still think there's some toxicity in there. There's some like. The Grizzlies are if they're not performing the way that they want somewhere in the middle of the season, some team's gonna come up desperately, scoop up
Mhm.
Ja Morant, give them a whole bunch of something. I think he's gone. I mean, I just don't think this Ja Morant and Grizzlies thing doesn't work if they start off sour. Because if they start off sour, everything's gonna kick off. Like, should this new coach that they just got get fired? Is Ja the guy that's the leader of a franchise? That's gonna like get into his head. Is Jaren Jackson? Is he the real deal? Blah blah blah, all that dumb shit. But I think it'll eat the Grizzlies apart if they don't start this season well. I think it's going to eat them apart, and they're going to be forced to make a move. And I think they'll trade John Morant before they would trade Jaren Jackson, considering they just gave
Yes.
Jaren Jackson the extension. He's been there. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Mhm.
This shows how actual little I give a fuck about Memphis because you bring up Memphis two takes in a row, and
For the
I
first
agree
time ever.
with both of those takes, but never crossed my mind. Well, if Ja would get traded, then yes, Scottie Pippen Jr. definitely has a jump. But then I brought up Gigi Jackson. You bring up this, yeah, I agree. But boy, do I not give a single fuck about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit! But I do
Yeah.
agree with that take.
And then I think my underrated choice for that I think is De'Aaron Fox. If Wemby gets hurt or the Spurs don't really start like
Just
the
paid
way
him.
they should, or
Yeah, but
Harper
money
goes
don't mean
off.
nothing anymore, bro.
I know, but
Yeah.
damn, that just hurt me a little.
Yeah,
That'll hurt
money
my
don't mean
feelings a little.
anything.
I
Well,
don't
Yeah.
got
because
nothing
like
to do with it, but
the thing with
Yeah.
De'Aaron
They eat
Fox is
that, which is
like
great.
I love the fit. I love everything about De'Aaron Fox in San Antonio, but at the same time, with Harper being on the bench and all that, I don't think I don't think they need to have De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm
So
not
yeah,
mad at
yeah.
that at all.
The
That's
only reason
sneaky slick.
so I think what they're gonna do with Fox is keep him until they know Harper's ready. Then
Mhm.
yeah,
they're gonna ship him out for some goods back,
Mhm.
and then move
if
Harper the fuck up.
and when they do that, they're gonna get a good
It's gonna
package
be
back for
they're
Fox
gonna
because
Yeah.
get
Fox
there.
is a
It's
great
gonna
player.
that team
Yeah,
in 3 years is gonna be
Yeah.
stupid.
because
Just
his
do.
stats are gonna stay through the roof with the alien. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
100%.
gonna have a low turnover. I mean, low turnover to assist ratio. So he's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and
100%.
it's gonna be pretty dope. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
For him,
Fact.
you know what I mean. It's gonna look worth the value.
So we're all about a different conversation. So I want you guys to give me one NBA stat that blows your fucking mind.
Okay.
Let me start this one off quick, just because I'm gonna
Mhm.
be rambling here, but I just want to show some appreciation. You feel me? Want
Mhm.
to show some appreciation. So this season is gonna be the first season since 1996 that Greg Popovich isn't a head coach to an NBA team.
Damn.
That is older. He was a head coach for longer than two people on this platform sitting right here has been alive. That stat in general is wicked to me. And let's
Mhm.
just run through some stats for my boy Greg Pop. The most winningest coach in NBA history with 1,390 wins, has 5 championships, 3 Coach of the Years, 22 consecutive playoff appearances, 18 of which were consecutive 50-win seasons in a row.
Damn.
Has two
The
gold
GOAT.
medals and a bronze, one of those being a head coach of the USA team. It's 4 All-Star game coaches. He is, in my opinion, the greatest NBA coach of all time, just based off of like sheer impact to like today's era in game. And given that some people say Phil Jackson, some people say Pat Riley, it's just he was the greatest coach of my era, so that impacts me a lot. And so yeah, shout out to Greg Pop, and that's just crazy stats. Oh yeah,
Okay. Listen, man, mine is mad light. Mine is mad light, but I really appreciate that because people listen, man. If you guys are giving flowers to coaches, man, I need guys to be more respectful of honoring teams. You understand what I'm saying? Because why people are into organizations is normally not just because of the player. If the player has a great relationship or a great coach, that organization is going to be one that creates fandom. You understand
yeah,
what I'm saying? And you will have guys like us who are willing to argue you, fight you down about what we believe about that organization, that coach, and those players that lead us to victory, right? But real quick, Matt, that was great. I'm gonna give y'all something, man. Y'all know I've been riding with this for a minute, right? So I had to find something, man, about this guy to also let y'all know and kind of show the trajectory and where this young man is going, right? Do
ooh,
you guys know that Anthony Edwards led all players last season under the age of 25 with 46 games or more, scoring over 25 points and holding his opponents to under 42% as their primary defender.
oh shit, yeah, no, he took a huge step
He's a
last year
dog.
in all facets of
That's
the game, man. That's
Come
crazy.
on, man. That's two-way alpha energy, bro. That's listen. Do you understand? This is why I'm high
42%.
off of this guy. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what it looked like for the one who I'm willing to argue about a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Again, they don't have to be
That's his
um
son.
pl- yes of my franchise. What I am witnessing is what I am witnessing, and I have to witness. That's crazy, man. So
Yeah,
listen,
no,
man.
I love that.
Year five, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like these things are crazy. Let's see how far he drags these wolves.
I'm about
Okay,
to blow your guys' mind, man.
come
This
on,
is
let's go.
crazy.
He's
Let's
about to
go.
get us
I was
hyped.
doing more research on this, and
Come on,
this is just bullshit. All right.
let's go.
So listen, the New York Knicks
Oh god.
Okay.
have not won an NBA championship since
Yes.
1973.
73,
Yes.
yeah.
Before Kim was born.
Yeah.
Yes. That is 51 years, 9 months, and 17 days ago that the Knicks won the NBA
Yeah, we
championship.
all knew that though.
I know, but it's still this is gonna blow your mind because when
Come on.
they won the championship,
Mhm.
the
Oh no.
Cold War was still happening.
The Cold War was far from over still.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
When they won the championship, the Vietnam War was still Richard Nixon was the president when the Knicks last won the NBA championship. The US salary was averaged at $12,900 a year.
Oh my God.
Gas was 39 cents a gallon on average. A new car was only around $3,000.
Remember
That's a
those times, Cam? No.
damn. I wish I was. That's
I
a
was
good Chinese car
wait.
right now for 3,000.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Manhattan's rent was averaged at under $200 a month. The
mm-hmm.
number
and
one
now it's
song was
averaged at
"Tie a
2,000.
Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree." What the fuck?
That's crazy, bro.
I don't even know. I don't know that song.
The Best Picture Oscar at the time was The Godfather.
As it
Elvis
should.
Presley was still in his prime.
King of Rock and
Michael
Roll.
Jackson was fucking 15.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
There was no
Jackson
MTV.
5.
There
No,
was none of that shit. There was
hell
only
no.
17 NBA teams. There was no MLB free agency at the
Yeah,
time.
that was the
Muhammad
ABS.
Ali was the biggest dude around.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just launched NASA Skylab. This is, bro. The Knicks have to get it done, bro. I mean, I'm at the point where I don't think it's gonna happen. I would hope that it fucking happens. Like they need to do it. Like if we're in the middle of the season and Cat's underperforming, we're okay. Get rid of him for Giannis. I'm fully on board.
There we
Whatever
go.
it takes. Get it fucking done, brothers, because this is ridiculous. I'm surprised people don't fucking talk about it more. It's been a long time. A long time.
What do you mean? This gets talked about all the time on fucking
But I think it's just
talk
become the
shows,
norm. But
sports
like
shows.
it's over 50 years. Like we didn't even get a it's been 50-year like anniversary thing. Like it's been
Nobody
a
don't care.
long
Social
time,
media
man.
gave it to you. So
Uh,
it's 3 years
And
ago.
it's like
Social
every
media was
time
talking
because
about it.
I thought their last championship was no maybe early 80s, late set. No, it's 1973.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Bro, my
Mm-hmm.
parents were like 10 years old. Like they
My
don't
mom
even
wasn't
remember the
born
Knicks
yet.
winning a championship. Like what the fuck?
My mom wasn't born yet.
That's heavy, bro. That's
That's
heavy.
crazy. All right, so the last thing before we move on to the next segment is what is your three hottest takes going
Mm-hmm.
into that? What are your scorching? What are you gonna say right now that if it happens, you're gonna feel on top of a fucking mountain?
Hmm.
Okay,
Well,
so oh,
go
you
ahead.
want to go?
Go ahead,
All
bro.
right.
Yeah.
So I got first off. I think Siakam at the trade deadline or by the trade deadline needs to get moved. A, because Halliburton's not going to play this whole calendar year. And then going into next season, he might take a few months to get acclimated back into the game because an Achilles injury is no joke. So I think he's already into his 30s. By the time he gets back playing with Halliburton, he's going to be more into his 30s. His value is at an all-time high
Yeah,
because his
it
performance
would
in the
be smart.
playoffs.
You're right. It would be
I
smart.
feel like they need to ship him out, get back something to build even more better around Halliburton, which that team already has so many pieces. We just were talking about what the team has,
Mm-hmm.
and so I feel like he needs to get shipped out this season. Um, Next hot take. Tom has been praying on this for years. The Heat blow it the fuck up because they ain't got no chance of doing nothing. And if they keep what they have currently, they're just going to stay in purgatory and not
Wow.
increase or decrease. I feel like
Wow.
by the trade deadline, Kalel Ware, Nikola Jovic, and their rookies like Kaspersky Giannis, they're the only ones that the team should really keep. I feel like Bam, get them off to a contender. Powell and Rozier, what the fuck are they going to? Why are they there? Hero might keep Hero just to keep the team relevant. Might send him off. I don't think if he's all they keep as far as their main talent, I don't think he moves the needle enough
Wow,
to
we're
make
on the
them.
other end of this. This is good.
This draft is the draft you need to fucking tank for. Fucking AJ DeBansa, Cam Boozer, fucking Nate Ament. They got so many good players in this upcoming draft. So I feel like this is the draft that this is the year
Wow.
they need to blow it the fuck up. And my last one, I don't know if this is a hot take because we've talked about it in the last few weeks. Like, I just don't think the Warriors make the playoffs. I feel like this team's going to be broken by the time it gets to that point, unless they trade for like a cat or something, like Ken was saying. But I feel like this team's just going to be broken by that point. I don't feel like it's going to be
Wow.
together. I feel like they're going to be hurt. I feel like they don't have enough depth, so those main
Wow.
guys are going to be playing a lot of
That's a
minutes, and it's
hot
going to
take.
hurt them.
That's a hot
Oh,
take.
those are my three hot
Wow.
takes.
He don't like nobody mentioning nobody on the Knicks roster. That shit is crazy. It's funny. It's just watching you when thinking about Cat or how the Knicks, and then after giving that, I can only imagine.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, when we get to the playoff, like I'm gonna be as angrier or as like into it as I ever have been. Bro, the Knicks gotta get it done, bro. If they get
Yeah.
into the playoffs and they're healthy like they were last year for the playoffs,
Mhm.
this shit's gotta go down. But you want to go, Kem, or you want me to go? Because I
Absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
all right.
If you want to
So
go.
Matt,
Mhm.
I have to start off with this one because for the first time ever in podcast history, you're not giving the Heat flowers, but I am. And this is just fucking crazy. We
Yeah,
think
Okay.
that's nuts.
completely differently about the Miami Heat because I think they're going to be a number 6 seed, and I think they're
Okay.
actually going to win a playoff game. This Miami Heat
A
team,
game.
brother, you gotta just. I'm not even talking about Terry Rozier. I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Scary.
If you look at their lineup when Tyler Hero gets back, they got Hero, Wiggins, Norman Powell, and they got fucking
Oh, I
Bam.
forgot about Wiggins.
Yeah,
Get him out of here too.
that is a good 4 people to have. You mentioned you mentioned the rookies. They have a stacked team, and Eric Spoelstra is still their coach. It's
Yeah.
a
Keep
team
Eric
in the weak
Spoelstra, yeah,
East.
but
In the weak East, that is a fucking team. I think they're going to be a top 6 seed.
when I say purgatory, I don't mean they're gonna be bad with this team.
Well,
I
they're going to have to be
mean
bad if
they're
they
gonna
blow it
be
up.
stuck between the 7th and 11th seed.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 isn't that far off, but do you want to just keep getting stuck for
No,
another
hell
6
no.
years in a row at the 6th or 11th
Yeah.
seed? No. Tank, get the guys who are winning you too many games off and that are going to age out by the time you're good. Get good players in the draft and build around the young guys you already have. I
Man,
feel
Bam
like,
White just won the NBA
yeah,
MVP, man, in the championship,
let
bro.
her
I think he,
celebrate somewhere else.
That's
yeah, man, I
crazy.
think he
She's way
want to
more
win too,
successful than a
man.
man. That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get Bam somewhere where he can fucking win and get some pieces back for him, like some
It's crazy
pictures and
because
shit.
Bam
But
brings the money, she brings the accolades. It's a fucking power couple.
Mind your
oh
business,
my
man. That's
god.
foul.
Catch the
Oh my
fucking
god.
That's crazy.
Um,
I
yeah,
love it.
man. So my other one, listen, I want to talk about the unction. I want to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers. I think they're going to be better than people think. Listen, there's a lot of old heads in that
There's a lot of
locker
good
room.
players.
Um, I don't want to say anything about Bradley Beal yet. I want to see how he plays. I don't want to, as much as I shit on Bradley Beal, I don't want to
Mhm.
take anything that really happened in Phoenix into account just because of how
Mhm.
toxic
Mhm.
they were and
Yeah.
all that. And also, he
Mhm.
was expected to come in and like drop 30 points a game, which I don't know why anyone had that expectation at all. But I think with James Harden, he's hungrier than ever. Go watch the documentary. You'll see how hungry that man is for an actual championship. He has
For
a
a
lot of negative
cheeseburger.
media, but he's hungry for it. Kawhi Leonard's going to be planting trees and planting, NBA championships hopefully. But their bench is really good. They got Brooke Lopez, they got Chris Paul, they got Derrick Jones Jr. off of their fucking bench. They have a lot of random third stringers that could come in and produce. I think it's going to be a good team. So we'll see what happens there. But I support the unction this year. I
Bro,
support the
they
unction.
won 50 games last year, and that was with Kawhi out half the season. James
Yeah.
Harden was able to keep that shit going.
And yeah,
You
one
got
of the
John
biggest centers in the
Collins.
top 5 center in the league, Zubox, is according to Cam.
Zubats is Zubats top 5 center of the
You
league
got me.
going
You
stupid.
got me. You got
Fucking,
me.
they brought in John Collins to replace Norman Powell, who Norman
And
Powell
John
wasn't
Collins is
before
very
them last
underrated
year.
for that team,
Yeah,
specifically
I
what they got
100%,
going
bro.
on.
I
Yeah.
think
He's a
this
live
team could.
threat for sure.
But the thing is, too, I think this. I have this team as my 5th seed, but I feel like 5 seeds could easily have 50 plus wins this
Yeah, I
year.
think
So, like,
Western Conference,
the
it's just
Western
like it
Conference is
was. Seeds, it
stacked.
is what it is.
It's gonna be a lot
Yeah,
of
Um,
splits. It's gonna be a
Now
lot
my
of
a
splits.
last
lot.
one, I think you guys will actually like this one. I have Cade Cunningham sneaking into the NBA first team. I think he's going to
Hey,
have a
Huh.
year. Last year he had a year, a very underrated year that I'm not hearing a lot of people talk about. He filled the stat sheet. Pistons did some winning. I think
Mhm.
obviously they have no choice but to win even a little bit more this year. And I think Cade Cunningham, he's gonna have a fucking year, brothers. Definitely NBA
Okay.
first team.
yeah, they're my 4th team in the East, and I feel like there was a lot of talk about Cade at the end of last year and everything, but this whole summer ain't nobody talk about it.
Yeah.
And with the All NBA teams positionless now, I wouldn't be shocked if he can sneak in there if the team's winning enough. Sure.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Cam.
man. Yeah, man. Mine are pretty light, man. We kind of went down some of the same rabbit holes in a different way, though, right? So the first one I'm gonna go with, man, is gonna be Giannis, right? Listen, I think that Giannis, with this campaign of trying to be traded and everything that's come out, is probably gonna make defensive highlights cool again. I'm looking for Giannis to win Defensive Player of the Year and just bust ass on a tear,
I
right?
almost picked him for MVP. I think he's going. Yeah, I think he's going off.
Yeah, no problem. I really think so. Now, listen, we kind of talked about a couple of offsets of these guys. So we talked about KD being in Houston and Bradley Beal being in LA. I think this is probably the year that Devin Booker is going to win the scoring title. Okay. Now listen, these are a couple, you know what I mean, offshoots. Listen, he's gonna be able to put up 26 shots a night. It'd be easy for him to average 32. You understand what I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
with those guys,
I kinda like it because like Devin Booker has nothing to do but just fucking ball this year.
word
That's
up.
like
You know
Yeah,
they're
what I'm
not
yeah.
saying?
No,
winning.
I
They're not
100%
gonna do
agree.
anything. He might
Mm-hmm.
get traded. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows? I mean, they just gave
Mm-hmm.
him a fucking bag though. But
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, that's a good take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally think that he probably win that scoring title. Even though I still like Shea to win the MVP, I think that he's going to pick up that scoring championship. Now, here's one that might not be such a hot take. Listen, man, I am Laker Nation. Listen, I love LeBron James, but I think, guys, with the reporting of that sciatica and the way that Luka is going to go off and it's going to look and be able to feel and see that the Lakers are in good hands, LeBron James announces his retirement.
At the end of the year?
No, midseason. This will be this is gonna
Whoa!
Whoa!
this is going to be his final year.
Yo,
He's
is there a
not going to
horn? Do
do a
any of you guys
parade.
have a horn? Hit it.
Listen, I'm telling you, this is what it is. All right? This is what it is.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Mhm. I think so. I think so, fellas.
Fuck.
Matt's horn ain't
I hope
working.
not, because damn, we
Mhm.
should have traded his ass for something.
I think so.
Damn. Wow, you
Mhm.
think so?
Fuck.
Yeah, I think he walks off into the sunset after announcing that he's not gonna wait for Bryce. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Bronny
said
comfortable.
his line and Bryce's don't align. Like
Yeah,
their
you
paths
know what I
don't
mean?
align.
He already
I was
has
like,
over
oh
Yeah,
shit.
50,000 total
Bryce might have to
points.
spend a couple like, Bronny, I get, like, he could come
Yeah.
out of college,
Mhm.
after a year, get to the second round. I think Bryce gonna need a couple of years. I think he's
Yes,
gonna be
man.
good. I think
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
be
come to the
better
NBA and
if he
be
stays and
good.
plays,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of the plan. I think that
He's
that's
also
why,
smart, like, Bryce is the smart one. Bronny's the
mm,
fucking
you know what I mean?
yeah, Bronny's Bronny, but, like, Bryce is, like, the smart one.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Yeah, Bronny's a
Okay.
little bit of an idiot. I mean, like, if you follow him on social media and shit, he's a little
He's fucking
he got a screw
hilarious.
missing. I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
funny. He's
He's
funny
not the
as hell.
sharpest knife in the
Oh, and
drawer, huh?
one thing I fucking completely missed my mind when you were talking about the Clippers, bro. Bradley Beal is a hated player at 57 million a year.
Yes.
At 11 million a year,
He's the best
whatever
ever
he gives you
for that
is
extension.
positive outcome.
Yeah, because
Yes,
Like,
he's
that's
the
the
best
thing
for
with
that
that team
extension.
is, like,
Yes.
this team, as long as they don't all get injured collectively, they can survive with, like, a Kawhi missing a couple months
yeah,
or, like, the shit like that. The way
And
they're
the
set up is actually really nice.
So yes, and you referring to it being an unction is an ode to how they actually can be injured throughout and will be injured throughout, but they
yeah.
have a collection of players that can carry them at any
And
given time.
it's a
So
collection
if
of
they ever,
hungry players too.
yes, if they
You know
ever
what I
are on
mean?
the same page where they are not in danger of being hurt or
Yeah.
unhealthy, they're gonna run the table. You know what I
Because
mean?
like,
Off of
Chris
IQ
Paul wants
alone.
to win that ring, bro. James Harden wants to win that ring.
Yeah,
Bradley
that's all
Beal wants to
IQ.
prove his doubters
Yeah.
wrong. Like, Kawhi with the whole offseason shit.
hmm
Brook Lopez off your bench is actually
It's
hmm
insane.
crazy.
Because
hmm
Him
like,
as a
I get it,
starter
he took a
nowadays,
step back.
no, but
Yeah, he took a step
hmm
back last year, but being the backup of Zubac
bro,
hmm
I'm sitting here, I'm trying to drive the lane and Zoo's there. Zoo gets subbed out. It's Brooke Lopez. I'm tight. I'm
here
not
comes
getting a
big
shot up
ass
in the
Brook
Yeah.
paint.
Lopez, bro.
hmm
Yeah.
And that's why I
hmm
like John Collins because he just kind of just falls into the road. Like I get it, Kem. You were like, oh, he's a lob threat, I guess, but like he
Oh, you
falls
heard
into
me.
it because like that was the issue with John Collins and the teams that he's been on. He had to be relied on. This team, you
Mhm.
don't fucking need John Collins to
Yeah.
do fucking shit.
He
But
can
what he's
go
gonna
out there and
add is
play an
gonna help.
Aaron Gordon role.
Yeah, like
He
what
can
he
play an
adds
Aaron
helps, and
Gordon
if he
role.
doesn't add anything, so fucking what? We're still gonna fucking win the ball game.
Yeah.
But no, that was a good segment. So what I want to do is I want to play guess that player. So I need one of you to start, one of you to do the whole mute thing.
I'll mute.
Okay.
All right, Matt, you ready?
So this is you're gonna what is this? What is this? What is this?
Oh wait, Kem,
Is
come
this like
back,
20
come back,
questions?
come back, Matt. Kem, come back. I gotta explain the rules real quick. I gotta explain the rules. So,
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give one clue, and you get one guess.
And you're just gonna
So
see how many clues it takes for us to guess the
yes.
person? Okay, copy.
Man, I
So
hate
this
this
isn't
game.
us asking questions. I hate
I'm gonna
this
get
shit. All
I'm
right.
gonna
Kem said
get
I hate
killed.
this.
Yeah, he killed me in this before, but let's go.
Shit. All right, all right, all right,
All right, Matt, your first clue. He's black.
all right. Is this NBA or is this basketball? Like,
This is
or I
basketball.
mean, is this football or basketball? Okay, basketball.
Basketball.
Uh, let's go. Serge Ibaka.
Wrong.
Okay. I mean,
All right.
bro, it was 1 in like 300 chance. Like,
Well, yeah,
what are
well,
we
you
talking
suck.
about?
No.
Of
All
current
right.
NBA players.
It's an active NBA player.
Okay. Terry Rozier. We mentioned him.
No. That's a good
Okay.
guess. No, I don't know if it's a good guess or not.
Oh,
All right.
still.
He plays in the Western Conference.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. Let's go Peyton Watson.
No.
I'm just expecting a curveball out of you.
Okay. What's the next one? Okay. All right. He plays in a big city.
Okay, so it could be Los Angeles. Could be Warriors with San Fran. The West. Denver's a big city. Let's go Rui Hachimura. He's Japanese, but he's also black.
No. But
Okay,
you're expecting a big curveball here. Okay. All right.
so that's
This
4.
this player has played more than 10 NBA seasons.
Anthony Davis, Dallas, big
No.
city.
Nope.
Okay,
Not
5.
him. All right. He is, and this is funny because this does fit Anthony Davis, but he is a multiple-time All-Star.
Let's stay there. Let's go Kyrie.
No.
That's 6.
All
Okay, okay, okay.
right. He plays. Okay, yeah, he's a guard.
Is it James Harden or Chris Paul? Is Sacramento a big city? Because Russ. Nah, you shit on Russ too much. You wouldn't put him in here. I'm going James Harden.
You got it correct, my friend. I think
Hey,
you're
in
gonna cook him.
7 guesses?
Yeah,
Okay.
7. All right, come on, Kim.
Oh, do not. Boop, 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 boop.
Yo, no, I'm sorry.
You're muted too. Okay, yeah. I got it in 7, big dog.
7
Just
guesses,
no
bro. That was
pressure. No
yeah.
pressure.
All right, you ready, Kim? Let me know when you're ready.
This
So,
shit
like
confuses me.
as I said, I'm gonna give you one. You don't have to be muted, Matt. You already know the questions.
Oh, I can hear y'all. I just don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
be
All right,
in the
all right.
middle of it.
So, like I said, I'm gonna give you a clue. You get to guess any player, but you got to make sure you have the clues, together to figure out who the player is. All
Okay,
right.
so it's a player.
Yes, NBA
Uh,
player.
an
NBA player.
NBA player.
But
Okay.
hold on. That wasn't your first. That wasn't one of the people. But all right. So your first clue is that they are not white. They are black. So you get to
So
guess a player based
I
off this clue.
Jordan Poole.
No. Okay. So your second guess, it is an active NBA player.
Oh, so I just keep guessing players?
Yeah, so you just every time I give you a clue, you guess a player, but you got to make sure that you remember the clues so it all makes sense.
Yeah. All I said was Jordan Poole, but okay. So now my second player is going to be Kyle Kuzma. Is he black?
No, I think so. I don't know
All
what
right.
that guy is.
Okay. All right.
All right, so your third clue, he plays in the Western Conference.
Oh, all right. Bet. Thank you. Who did we talk about so far? Let me see. Luca. Oh no, you said he black. Damn, my bad. So
No,
Kyrie. How about Kyrie?
I can't say yes or no to Kyrie because you said Luca.
Oh, my
That's
bad.
funny as shit. Oh.
Oh, so it's
I
Kyrie.
can't wait to make this short. This is gonna
Oh
be good.
shit. My bad.
All right, so the fourth clue is they play in a big city.
A big city. Dallas, Houston, LA. Dallas, Houston, LA. Nothing else is really big over on the West. KD
No. Your next clue is that he played more than 10 NBA seasons.
on the West Coast, not KD. Those are the only two viable ones so far, really. West Coast and played over 10 seasons and in a big city. West Coast over 10 seasons, big city. You just said a whole bunch of old people and shit like that too. You said Unk Nation. That's LA. That's a big city. $10 years. Damn. I already said. I said Kyrie already.
The Kyrie didn't count though. Remember,
Oh yeah, yeah. But he dubbed that. So Kawhi Leonard.
No. All right, so your next clue is probably a clue that doesn't help here. Multiple time All Star.
A big city, West Coast. You already said no. Big city, West Coast,
is this where I got it?
All Star.
No, you got it on the next one, Matt.
Okay.
So I'm staying out of Texas because you said no to that pretty hard, huh?
You said no to fucking Luca pretty hard.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
You said they were 10. How many All Stars they had?
Multiple.
Multiple. Okay. Multiple All Stars. Wasn't you talking? Wasn't you talking about Son earlier too?
Uh-oh.
You just
Keep
said,
going back to the
yeah,
stats.
yeah, and you was talking about the documentary and shit like that, saying that James Harden won a championship. Let's go, James Harden.
Wow, Matt, he just beat you.
What was the next one? What was the
It
next?
was guard. Yeah, like that. They're a guard.
Yeah, you
I
use
got to
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I, I,
Okay.
you use shit that you said already. So is
That's
everything
that's
about
where
the
I came
episode?
to it too.
Bro,
Is
that's
every,
why I thought one of you guys were gonna. It would have been dumb funny if I was like, "Yeah, they're a black player," and y'all would have been like James Harden. I would have been. I thought that's what you were gonna do, Kev. That shit would have been insane. But damn, Kev.
but you
You
said a
got
lot
you got
about
it
him
one
today.
earlier. You got one
All
earlier.
right, yeah, but you said a lot about him today, so that's what made me think too when you saying the
Yeah,
big
that's
city.
fair, man.
I came up with that too. I was like, damn, he was just talking about James Harden and Chris Paul. Is it one of them? And then I said James Harden. I was like,
That's
fuck.
crazy because he's been fucking okay. All
I'll
right,
just
I'm
say,
starting.
Kev,
I
that
think I'm
Luca,
starting to
that
catch
Luca
y'all.
shit is hilarious. That
Yeah,
Luca
I
shit
didn't
was
mean
fucking
that. You
hilarious.
said
Please.
black. I
I
forgot.
tried reverting him back to Dallas with Kyrie. I was like, you didn't. It wasn't a no.
Yes, and when he said the no, but that kind of helped. I think probably what deterred me totally when he said Luca and was like no, and that kind of fucked me up with LA and Dallas. I wasn't gonna say nobody else on the
No, I said
Lakers
no
or
like that because I was like, they're black, and you were like, Luca.
see. I try to put some betting logic into my shit. I don't.
Fucking
All
San
right, but
Fran.
hey, you
San
fucking
Fran's another
won.
big market out there, man. With Golden State, I was hoping you would think of them and get
Hell
diverted
no.
away.
Yeah, no. Big
Yeah,
cities.
as
I'm
soon as you
thinking of.
said forget Texas, I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna get Harden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right when he said forget Texas, I was like, fuck.
yeah. Fuck
All right,
Texas.
cool. So let's move into some NFL talks. We're getting through it. We're just about done with this episode. We just got to talk about some NFL and a couple other things after that. So listen, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens are struggling. Maybe the Eagles, they're in a little bit of better spot, 4-2. They have time to turn around, but the Ravens are kind of on the clock. They got to get it
Mhm.
moving, or it's not happening at all. Lamar is expected back after the bye week. And then on top of that, the Eagles, they just got to figure a couple things out. So, what do you guys think they have to do? What do you do when you're these teams?
Well, I
Mm.
think for the Eagles, we already talked about it over the last couple of weeks. It's not a player issue as far as like who you have. It's
Right.
what they're producing. We know they can produce it. It's just, yeah, the OC ain't putting them in a position to produce it, and then also Jalen Hurts isn't in the mindset to put himself in the position to produce it, which is another issue all of its own. But I don't think they need to personally do something as far as make a move for players or anything. But I think they either need to set the OC straight of like, yo, motherfucker, this is how we're gonna run things. Let these motherfuckers do what they know how to do, or get them the fuck out of here. But that I think it's literally that simple for Philly. The Ravens, man, I've been seeing a lot of like mock trades for every player on the Ravens to get the fuck out of there, and I'm like, God damn. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's like, do we let
Insane.
this year pass and Lamar just gets another year older? And like he's in his prime, yeah, but it's like football, you never know what's going to happen because it's such a physical sport. You never know when your last play is your last play.
Mhm.
And so
Damn, that was
they
deep.
might need to do something now.
Yeah.
And that, and I don't, it might be getting rid of Derrick Henry for some defensive depth pieces because their defense before the injuries wasn't looking good. Since the injuries haven't been looking good. And then I don't know, but I think they need to make moves immediately, and it might be way of Derrick Henry.
Okay. I do not have too much of a problem with it. What I'm going to say here is first and foremost, I kind of look at things a bit different than you guys, in just the first take, just a bit different. So I think a little bit of what has gone on in Philadelphia to start with them. If you guys have actually been looking at any of like any clips, even anything that's even been online, man, it's been highlighting. You know what I mean? Showing that Jalen Hurts has not been playing with anticipation. There's been multiple routes throughout these games so far this season where you see AJ Brown breaking away. You see, you know what I mean, quick slants with Devontae Smith that he's able to get. I can't really speak too much about the offensive line. They're not tricking anybody. You know what I mean? I think that they're great. You know what I mean? They're able to stand up, but I think that the way that they're so predictable, you know what I mean, through Jalen Hurts right now, has them at a loss. I think that is something that can be fixed. All right. I think that there's another gear. I think that he is a champion. He's a born champion. I think that this is something that is just a hitch. You know what I mean? Like, a hitch is something that can be fixed. As it
Yeah.
pertains, I don't think that they'll be in the muck too much. You know what I mean? I believe that those two performances that I'll always go back to that he had on the biggest stage that there is in the sport, you know what I mean, is enough for me to believe that he can get it together. You know what I'm saying? Without a question. But there
Hell
is
yeah.
signs, you know what I mean, of him just not really anticipating and being even more risk averse than he has been. Like it's shit that he's just not willing to throw that's there. You know what I'm saying? That he should just throw. And now as it pertains to the Baltimore Ravens, a little bit of what Matt says, I think that they still got a season to salvage. I think that they'll still get a little bit back there on the bye. After the bye, I believe that Lamar Jackson will be back. You know what I'm saying? And then we look at the next three games to kind of see where they actually can go. I think that the defense of them will probably they got some injuries and things like that on that side of the ball too. But I think that the defense can play a little bit better when the offense is clicking. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Football is a
That's fair.
complementary sport. You know what I mean? We only need you to do things at said times. And with them being back, I think that one of the things that would have to happen though is they can't play as fast. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the reasons why some, teams are able to come back on them. I think they need to put together a nicer script and a longer script because their defense isn't, you know what I mean, as strong as it should be. But they can keep them in games. I think it's something that can be addressed if they actually hobble into the playoffs and kind of scare anybody. But that's my take.
Yeah, man. I think I have a similar take for both because listen, I think the Eagles can salvage their season. And I think the Ravens can salvage their season too. Like they might be. I'm looking at the standings right now. They're 1-5, but because Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers blew that game to the
Yeah.
Bengals,
Hmm.
they're only 3 games back. They
Hmm.
have more divisional games left to play. Lamar Jackson's coming back. They can easily go on a run. My issue though is I don't think they're going to achieve anything at all as long as Harbaugh is the coach of that team. And
Mm.
I will die on this hill.
Okay.
These last few games without Lamar Jackson has been some of the worst football I have ever fucking watched. And it's an issue because this team isn't Lamar Jackson and a bunch of nobodies. It's Lamar Jackson and some great wide receivers, one of the
Mhm.
best running backs in the league, a good O-line, and a defense that shouldn't be the 31st defense in the fucking league. That part also does not make sense to me. Yeah, they might be a little nicked up and banged up, but they built this offense to be or they built that defense to be a defense that dominates, and they have dominated in the past. But for you to lose Lamar Jackson and you're not even calling running plays for Derrick Henry, you're not even giving Cooper Rush, like, and I get it, Cooper Rush stinks, but like Cooper Rush was also able to have good games with the Cowboys when they just threw him into an elite offense. What the hell happened with Harbaugh where he can't call a single game whatsoever? And again, I'm not talking about Lamar Jackson like he's not, the best quarterback in the league, but you should be okay without him. Like, you should be able to throw in Huntley or throw in Cooper Rush and be okay, at least win a game or two. It should not be this bad. And it's terrible right now. Lamar Jackson's going to be forced into a position where he's going to have to come in, clean up shop, win every game. He might just be burnt out by the end. Like, we know he's gotten injured in the past. It's going to be rough on that end. And then for the Eagles, I think that whatever they do this season, they got to pull a Jerry Jones, Jimmy Johnson move, and they got to fire Nick Sirianni. I'm through with it. I'm done with it. I think the dude, like, again, he's an offensive play caller himself. That is what he grew up on, was calling the fucking offense. Every time the Eagles have had a bad OC, Sirianni looks bad because he doesn't take the reins. Like, brother, you can call a fucking offense. Why aren't you? Why aren't you? You are the head coach of this team. You need to do what needs to get done to win. Last year, the Eagles won off of pure fucking talent. Eagles crushed everybody because they have, again, one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best running backs, one of the best wide receivers. They have all that. One of the best O lines, best defenses. That's why they won. And if this doesn't end up a dynasty, I'm only going to look at one man. I'm going to look at Nick Sirianni. You can say what you want about Jalen Hurts. You can say what you want about AJ Brown's attitude. You can say what you want about Saquon being inconsistent or whatever the fuck people are saying today. You can say what you want about the young defense. It's all in Nick Sirianni's hands. You are a great offensive play caller. Why aren't you doing so? Why do we keep bringing in these bums and you not doing anything about it? Like, bro, 2 years ago we had fucking what's his face? Oh fuck, what's his name? Calling offensive plays when he was on the fucking defensive side. Former Patriots coach, Matt Patricia. We
Oh,
had
Matt, yeah.
fucking Matt fucking Patricia calling offensive plays. Like, where are you then? Where are you now? Nick Sirianni, come on, bro. But yeah, my bad. I just had to go on that little rant.
No
Yeah,
problem.
no, you're
Mhm,
good, man.
mhm.
I
Any thoughts or reactions for him? I know I just
mean,
bugged out.
I'm not far off, and I
Yeah,
feel like if for the Lamar part of it, I feel like if he can come back and go the fuck off, I feel like I feel like he's gonna be way too burnt out. I feel like
Yeah, he's
this
gonna have
year,
to do so much
but
without
still,
nothing.
if they can still get themselves to a point where like they're in the playoffs, like
mhm.
that's still good enough. Like
Yes.
from the season you started with, that's still good enough to just carry over to the next
Yes,
season. Obviously,
and
make a
build.
few changes, but just
Mhm.
build off of that. Because if they're still able to get to the playoffs, good for them.
Yeah, because the program still gotta be the program, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
exactly.
so and then when you have a winning culture, the culture is winning, you know what I mean? We fall short when we fall short, but the plan is
And
to
you
get
gotta
there,
think about all
you
the
know what
times the
I'm saying?
Ravens have fallen short over the last 10 or so years. Like, yeah, they won that one against Kaepernick, but that was just basically because, they had Ray Lewis on his way out. They had dogs on that defensive end of the ball, like real legend, historic dudes on that defense. And then, competent pieces on the offense. But moving into week 6, what are your guys' biggest takes from week 6?
Well, hey man, listen, let me just go ahead and jump right into it though. Listen, first I'm gonna start with what we just witnessed. It's kind of crazy, man, that we were talking a little bit about what the offensive line may have looked like for the old guy being trans. I mean, we got to rewind that. But
Being
listen,
what?
yeah, remember last week we were talking a little bit we were talking a little bit about what the offensive line of Joe Burrow may look like when the other Joe comes over there. The other Joe Cool came over there to kind of see what they was going to do. We already knew that he knew how to manipulate that pocket, and you know what I mean. It looked a little bit different, and we already know that they're not the best. But hey, man, they were actually able to protect Joe Burrow in a way to where Jamar Chase was able to break two records on the same goddamn night. He broke the Bengals records for the most receptions in the game with 16 receptions, and also broke the record for the most targets in the game for 23 targets. You understand what I'm saying? It was kind of amazing. If you guys have not, if you weren't up last night and kind of checking it out, but it was great, man. Again, man, we got to see Aaron Rodgers fall short, but he put on the show himself. He threw those two picks that were costly. You know what I mean? That kind of, helped those guys. But the bigger story, you know what I mean, is Joe Flacco, man, going over there and actually that offensive line actually holding up for him. Who else I want to go with, man? Let's stay on this side of the ball, on the line side of the ball, the defensive line. Listen, did y'all watch that Denver game? You see what they did to my boys? Oh my goodness. 9 sacks,
Yeah,
minus
Oh, mercy.
10
Bro,
passing
first
yards.
off, I don't mean to cut you off,
that's
bro,
the
but why
crazy
the
shit.
fuck did I wake up that early in the morning to watch that fucking garbage ass game,
Like,
bro?
oh my God,
That was
Nah,
man.
that
bad.
was wicked as hell.
That was listen, man, that was the lowest in 27 years, man. That's some of the worst football I've ever seen. Listen, I'm not calling for us to get rid
Yes.
of Justin Fields, but listen, man, I'm calling for something. You know what I mean? Another person that I believe that suffers from the same hold the ball disease. You understand what I'm saying? That Jalen Hurts is suffering from right now. It's a kind of crazy thing, man. It's these guys are open, man, and it's like they want these things to look perfect, and they're not playing with any type of anticipation except if they have to run. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy. But I digress. Who I also want to talk about this week, not for the casual guys. Listen, man, Cowboys offense show up. We are watching probably one of the best we are seeing right now in this season, probably one of the best offensive performances from a quarterback that we will see in a while, right? I'm being honest with you. Just by himself, where we see him, we know that it's on his shoulders. What his defense is doing to him is kind of crazy, man. They allowed 216 rushing yards and the Carolina Panthers to just sideswipe them. Like this is kind of crazy. I don't
Rico
understand.
Dowdle.
Like, come on, man. It was a homecoming for the guy who never should have been the running back for Dallas in the first place. Not like that. Kudos to you, Rico Dowdle. But nobody at all, when you ran for the Cowboys, projected for you to ever have a game like you had against the Cowboys. You understand what I'm saying? Because nobody knew who you were. But keep getting your money, and I hope you run up another bag, my brother. But at the end of the day, that was crazy. Those are my three.
Should have never happened.
Should have never happened.
I mean, he only had those things because Hubbard is injured too, so,
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
yeah, I'll take it because, can we actually have 2 takes that align.
All
So
right.
first and foremost, Joe Flacco. This is a week 6 take because he did look good in week 6, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously we're coming off of that
Mm-hmm.
Thursday game,
Mm-hmm.
so it all ties in. Joe
Mm-hmm.
Flacco being back, like, I think I can consider the Cincinnati Bengals a contender again because all they need to do is have a playoff worthy record for when Joe Burrow comes back. He's going to come back with all that momentum, come back like a fucking, a
Mm-hmm.
shot out of a cannon. But when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to Joe Flacco, bro, it is so nice these last few years just seeing Joe Flacco give everything he has left for all these different franchises besides the Jets. But I mean, he still had a couple good games for the Jets, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's absolutely insane and fun to watch seeing old man Flacco, who all his career everyone was like, is he elite? Is he not elite? And now he's getting these flowers because he's giving it his all. He's literally emptying the tank. And now on the Bengals, like you said, with the rough O line, but Flacco, he works with good players around him. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
just what it is. You gave
Mm-hmm.
him Chase, okay, Chase is gonna get the ball, and that's what the Bengals simply need to do.
Yep.
But why it didn't work with Browning is because Browning couldn't get Jamar Chase the ball. He wanted to give the
And Higgins went
defense the
crazy too, though.
ball. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to give the defense the ball. And yeah, Flacco does throw picks here and there, but it's not going to be on that type of level. He's going to protect the ball before he does something stupid with it. So I do think that, the Bengals are going to be a fun, team to watch the rest of the way here. The second one that I align with you is the Dallas Cowboys, man. Jerry Jones, you stupid ass motherfucker. Get that team a defense. Get some players on that defense. Do what you need to do. That defense is bad, but that's all they need. They just need small 1 or 2 adjustments to change that whole. And it's crazy that you fucking traded Micah Parsons because this is what you need. But they just need a couple of small adjustments, just enough for that offense to do what they need to do. Because CeeDee Lamb's injury was a blessing in disguise for the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys because Dak Prescott has found a new best friend in George Pickens. Now we're going to
Yes.
go into this Commanders game, and both of them are going to be on the field together. This is and Dak Prescott has Ferguson going. They have
Mm-hmm.
a crazy offense right now, and
Mm-hmm.
if they can figure out that defense, I don't know, man. America's team is gonna get a little bit more annoying, and we're gonna be annoyed by the Cowboys fans that come crawling out of their hole again. But that being said, the last take is an easy one. I think the league is wide open. I don't think there's a definitive, number one team out of all. I mean, maybe you can say the Chiefs, but again, they're not even, they're not even number one in their division right now. They're still third. They still have a little ways to go, to be in the number one team again. But I think it's wide open. Lamar's going to have to come and hustle his ass off. Josh Allen isn't playing, really up to par the last couple of weeks. He's lost 2 games he definitely should not have lost. On the other side of it, the Lions, they're not even first in their division anymore. The Eagles, they're not as dominant as they look. The 49ers are all banged up. I mean, people are fucking saying Baker Mayfield MVP, Buccaneers number one team, and that those shouldn't have even been talks right now. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to Baker Mayfield. Love Baker, but at the end of the day, the league is wide open, and I am I think the rest of the season is going to be cinema. Maybe it ends in another Patrick Mahomes ring. Maybe the Eagles get their heads out of their ass and make it look easy again. I don't know. But all I am here for this. It's gonna be a fun ride. My bad, Matt. Go ahead.
Hell yeah, no, keep going. I love that. But
All right, so yeah,
so
I'll keep going. No,
so one of mine doesn't line. It was that the league's wide the hell open. So I was gonna also
Ooh,
mention Baker. People are saying the same shit for Indiana Jones over there, getting MVP chance. Fucking Dak has, but of
crazy.
course it's because it's Cowboy fans. But
Mhm.
fucking yeah, the league's wide open more than I've seen it in a while. Like we've gone through dynasties of recent era. Like seeing it be anyone's game is pretty fun to watch because a lot of
Mhm.
people are really fucking
Mhm.
head hunting out there. But another thing I got is so there the last few weeks, man, there's been a lot of comparisons of Brady and May. And me, as a Patriots fan, I just want them to stop because it's putting a target on May's back. Not because I don't see comparisons, just because it's putting a target on his back. The first bad game he has after this run, people are gonna try to kill this dude with words. So people got to relax on that. But I will say one thing that he can do that Brady also could do. One parallel I do see is they make it work with okay fucking wide receivers, man. They make it fucking work because he's just getting the ball to anybody out there. He's preventing sacks. Like he's halfway on the ground, just letting it rip. Mahomes esque out there, like just with some of the plays we've seen. But I just want I want the comparisons to chill the fuck out. That's the goat. This is a guy in his second year who is on a nice heater right now. Don't get it wrong, but
Because Mac
let's
Jones,
not
like
let
if
us.
we're being real, Mac Jones, he also started off, and people were like, "Oh, okay, Mac Jones, he's cool."
I'm saying
Thank
Mac
So
Jones
you.
was
Thank
light.
you.
yeah.
Thank
Mac Jones
you.
was
But I
light,
love Drake.
very
The
much,
difference
and
is
then
I
he fell
fucking
down a hill.
love Drake May's
Oh, I
game.
like Drake May
Love.
way more than I ever
Yeah,
liked
he
Mac
got
Jones,
wheels,
but
man, but they need to knock that shit off.
they need to calm down. And this is coming from a
This is
Patriots
a
fan. They
Yeah.
respectable
need to
take from
calm
a
down.
Patriots fan.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
knock that shit off.
yeah. And then my last one is, man, I'm tired of seeing Dylan Gabriel, man. Get this kid out of here. Put
Yeah.
Shador in. What's the point?
Yeah.
Put Shador in. This dude's 25, not even 6 foot, can't get a tutty. Bro, just put in fucking Shador and let's see what happens,
Let's
man.
go.
Let's see
He
what
said he's
fucking happens.
25.
I said 25, not 45.
No, that's what I say. He's 25
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he's
Magadi
get
25
him out
was
of
is
here.
not
me.
even
Get him
six
out of
foot.
here.
Like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Just
Mhm.
Matt don't
Mhm.
support the short king.
No,
Oh
no.
man. No, there's a big difference from 5'11" to 6 foot apparently. But all right, pause. Um All right, so NFL Week 7. What's one thing that you're looking forward to, and then your hottest take on the week? I'll start. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is I'm looking forward to this Atlanta Falcons San Francisco 49ers game. For one
Ooh.
thing, the 49ers are hurt. We got to see what they're going to look like moving forward. They just lost Fred Warner, the heart and soul of their defense. If I had a prediction, I would predict that the 49ers are going to fall off the earth. However, I also have said that the last couple of weeks because they it seems like they have a major injury every single week. At some
mhm,
point, it's going to catch up, but at the same time, they still have enough talent to make something happen. If they do, it'll be nice. It's a nice test against the Falcons, who also coming off of that win against the Buffalo Bills. Let's see what they're really about. Can they put the foot on the gas? Can they put their foot on the neck of the 49ers? Can they get that win that they're supposed to get? So it'll definitely be interesting. I'm looking forward to that matchup. Definitely my game of the week. And then the other one, my hottest take. I don't know that these are hot takes. I'll let you guys be the judge of that, but they are very heavy underdogs when it comes to winning the games that they're playing. I think that the Houston Texans are going to run down the Seattle Seahawks. I love the Seahawks team. I love what they got together now, but the Texans, they just won 2 big ball games, had a bye week. They're coming in fresh. I think they're going to walk all over the Seattle Seahawks. And then I have the Cowboys over the Commanders. I think that when CeeDee Lamb gets back on that field, I think they're going to be down the Commanders' throat. Just remember that the Commanders do not have a good defense either. And Jaden Daniels, listen, I'm not saying sophomore slump, but maybe I am. He blew that fucking game against Caleb Williams and the Bears. The Bears did not win that game. The Commanders lost that game. You cannot afford those mistakes. And it's just that they make a bunch of them. They're not a convincing team at all. And I think the Cowboys, that offense of the Cowboys, they know they got to keep their foot on the gas. They know they have to. They've scored just about 30 points every fucking week. They know what they got to do because their defense sucks. They're going to do that this game, but I don't think the Commanders are going to have an answer. But
Okay,
that's what I
I'm
got.
not mad with anything you really said. I don't even know
At
if
all.
those are really hot takes. I think
Well,
that
they
Yeah.
just
this is
for
No.
some reason
pretty
they're heavy. I
reasonable.
No.
think they're away
No.
team, so I think they're just heavy underdogs
Yeah.
just because of that. But
I'm gonna go first because I feel like you're gonna have a much better
Okay.
take than I'm gonna have. I'm more of a. These are fun facts. So going into week 7, so the game just happened. It just happened last night. So I want to talk about Steelers Bengals. So this isn't a looking like what I'm looking forward to. This is just fun facts. The first time Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco played each other was '09. This
Mm.
is 16 years ago, and they just ran it back head to head. So let me just give a little fun facts of what happened in '09. The years that these guys have been in the league, man, they've been in the league a long time. Obama got inaugurated in '09. It was
are
a
we
long
both
time
taking it back
ago.
in the day?
Fucking Avatar just came out in '09.
Mm.
Fucking James Cameron's Avatar came out that long ago.
Oh, that Avatar.
King of Pop died.
Mhm.
Michael Jackson died in '09. Fucking Instagram wasn't a thing. Uber wasn't a thing. Netflix was still streaming DVDs in the mail.
Mm.
These motherfuckers been in the league too fucking long. And they're still balling like the way they've been balling. I'm fucking thankful though. I didn't take Aaron Rodgers. I was gonna have him go under point 0.5 interceptions. Whew. Thank God I didn't do that.
Bro,
But then
I took T Higgins 100 yards. And that motherfucker slid on the final play of the game, and that got me so heated.
Mhm.
I was literally
holy
4
shit.
yards away from him from winning $1,000, and when he
Wow.
slid, I damn near died.
And that was the smartest play of his career, but the
He
worst
knew
play for the
yeah,
bet.
he
It
knew
was
the
smart, but he
fucking
coulda slid
parlay.
a few like 4 yards later, he slid all the way at the 7. I was like, "Damn, man."
He knew the parlay. He wasn't about to let that
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
And then the hot take I got the Jaguars upsetting the Rams. And
Whoa.
so let me give a little
Mhm.
history lesson. Jaguars have a positive record in London. They're given it's only 7-6. So it's not anything to fucking scoff at. But they are 2-0 at Totem Hand Stadium. 4-5 at Wembley Stadium, and yes, this game is at Wembley. But Rams, they don't got Puka. They don't got fucking no.
Stafford did have a
Who's
rough
Puka?
game last week.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go with I'm going Jags over Rams. I like it.
Okay.
Hey, listen, fellas, man, this is kind of crazy, man. This is why business is business and business is business, right? Because check it out. My two
Look,
hot takes are real simple. I'm gonna be honest. Fred Warner's injury
Yes.
crushes 49ers identity. All right. That's literally for week 7. Defense is a wreck. Without him being there, he's the communicator and everything of their offense. Like he definitely is pushing people where they need to go, controlling the assignments and everything. So we already know that they're going off on the deep end. And then the other thing, real quick, man, I'm gonna be honest here with you, but I do believe that Mac Jones has been giving it his all, so they're always going to be in games right there. He's never going, and with their coach always designing the offensive part of the game, it's never going to look like they're getting beat down, but it's always going to probably be a beat down. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Matt, man, that was kind of dope, boy. You on point. I'm gonna be honest. Listen, man, but I'm flipping it to the other side though, right? The true test is literally for the Rams. You know what I mean? Because they
Yeah.
actually don't have Puka. You understand what I'm saying? The Rams have a long standing, you know what I mean, good track record of winning under Sean McVay. This is the Jaguars' first time even sniffing winning, you know what I mean, in a real
yeah.
capacity with a roster, you know what I mean? If they are mentally and psychologically strong because they're already, you know what I mean, the gifted athletes, it's the mental, you know what I mean, that these guys
Right.
have to get over. You understand what I'm saying? And sustain, the consistency within their play. So I believe that it's more of a bigger test for them over there in Tottenham Hotspur. Well, no, not in Tottenham. They're at Wembley. Yeah. All right. But yeah, those are mine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We were
let's just
aligned.
move into the betting challenge and wrap our
Hmm.
NFL segment up. What do you guys have? I'll list mine off real quick.
Hmm.
Standings right here on the side of your screen. Sorry guys, I didn't update them again. I'm fucking lousy. But
Hmm.
This guy.
betting challenge, I'm going with CJ Stroud over on his throwing yards. I'm going
Hmm.
AJ Brown over on his receiving yards. I think AJ Brown's going to have a great game. I have Xavier Worthy with an anytime touchdown, and I
Hmm.
have Jordan Love getting 3 or more touchdowns. I
Hmm.
think the Packers are going to violate the Cardinals. I'm not going to lie to you.
Fuck.
And that's what I
Okay.
have
All
for
right.
my that's what I
So
have.
I'll run mine real quick. I got
Hmm.
Judkins over on his yards, which is 93 and a half. It's a
Hmm.
lot, but Dolphins got a fucking terrible run defense.
Hmm.
That's at minus 114. Then I got Drake May over 1.5 tutties. That's at minus 114 as well. I just feel like right now the run he's
Homer.
on is that's a it's a
Yeah, I
good
like
it's
it
a
though.
good pick.
I like it.
Yeah. I got Colts money line at plus 108. Colts have been better at third downs, have been better in the red zone, and Keenan Allen and Quentin Johnston are both out as of right now. As of right now, I think they're questionable, but like I think they're out
Okay.
as of right now.
I'm here
And
for it.
then I have Colts and Chargers over 48 and a half, and that's at minus
Mm,
110.
mm. This is why everything was done today. I don't care. I'm butting in. This is what's going on. I don't care. I
Go
got to
for it.
jump
That's
in.
it.
Listen, listen, man. It's been a lot of
That
shit,
scared
man.
the hell out of me.
When y'all like, comment, subscribe, and join the conversation, make sure y'all check out and see how this frequency is going and how much we actually are aligned in this episode and
Yes,
all of the
sir.
episodes that we have done. For real, y'all tap in,
Maybe
right?
we gotta
Because listen,
just start our own
go
podcasts. No, I'm just
real
playing.
talk. You know what I mean? Like check it the
We
fuck
just
out.
get the LLC and
Because
call it
listen,
quits.
listen, he just talked about the Colts over, the game over. Listen, I like the Colts. He went over the total. I love the 24 and a half. You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying? I love the 24 and a half team total, which leads to the over in the game anyway, because that's the 24 and a half line. So if you're paying attention, betters be smart with your money because either one of those should hit for you, right? Listen, I got another one for you that I think is going to be good money here. And I'm actually going to go for it because listen, we've been talking a little bit about him. The guy can't get a tutty, but I'm looking for Jerry Judy plus 250 to be an anytime touchdown scorer
Ooh.
this week. Come on, man.
Oh,
That's almost
Plus
free money, right?
250.
Plus
okay.
They
250. All
can.
right. Plus 250, right? Now listen. One more that we got to go through, man. Now listen, man. This is a plus 150 for week 7 on Odd Shark, man. This is probably the only place you're gonna get the plus 150. So shout out to y'all. Make sure that y'all get us a check too, right? At the end of the day, I'm looking for Cortland Sutton to have an anytime touchdown. Let's go. Those are my 3. Let's get it
Okay.
going.
Yeah, if Bo Nix can
Mhm.
find the fucking end zone this week.
There you go. We're
Um,
looking for both of them, right? Neither one of them
yeah,
can find the end zone. So listen, this is why their anytime touchdown
hell
scores for
yeah.
both of these teams are up there, plus
Hell
150 and
yeah.
plus
Hell yeah.
250. Let's get it.
All right, so you guys are probably wondering why the fuck we're here for an hour 40 minutes because we got just two more things, two more fun things that branded for our show here.
Hmm.
So we're gonna play different or not. We're sorry we didn't play it last week. We're sorry guys, but we're gonna play it this week and we're gonna start off.
Hmm.
And this is basketball, different or
Hmm.
not built different or not, different or not.
Different or not.
So yes, so the first person, Malcolm Brogdon, he
Hell no.
retired. Pour it out.
Sorry. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
My man
Son
spoke.
just retired.
Yeah, he spoke for the congregation right there. I'm good.
Hell no.
Yeah.
The
9 seasons.
I'm
All
gonna
he
say
got for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
Segment.
he got for it was a rookie of
Um,
the year and a six man of the year. Get him the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah, I mean, I feel like his career should have been a lot better than it was, man. I was because as like a high IQ, like decent, role playing dude, I thought he was gonna end up one of the best role players ever. Like to go to a team, I thought he was gonna go to the Knicks and light it up, but retirement.
And there it is. He was an overrated, high IQ fucking player. They rated him based off of his IQ and not at all of his talent, where he went to
Yeah.
school and what
Wow.
his potential of what he could do. Listen, the man gave us some good
Fair.
years. You just highlighted both of his
And he only
accolades.
won Rookie of the Year in a terrible fucking rookie season, like
You know what I'm
where
saying? Like,
rookies
listen,
weren't
man.
good.
Y'all know
Yeah.
I don't
Joel
like to
Embiid
even
was on
give
that.
takes like this, but that is actual fact. He was overrated for his IQ that was never actually put to use, that actually uh reflected winning throughout his career. Let's go.
Fair. All right, so second one, this should be good. Derrick Rose.
Didn't we? I feel like we did Derrick
Yeah,
Rose,
man.
and
No,
we
we didn't.
said no because it
No,
was
we didn't
like
do
the
him. We didn't do
fucking
him.
I
Brandon
think
Roy
we
thing.
just
Then
yeah,
who
I think
was
we
it?
just
No, I
yeah.
think that was Gilbert Arenas. That was Gilbert Arenas,
Mm-hmm.
and we said no because it's like Brandon Roy could have been, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um,
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, like
not the
Derrick Rose.
MVP.
Yeah,
He was
I'm
fucking.
saying yeah. I don't give a
So
fuck.
here's my thing. Here's my thing. Could he? Not even could he. Would he have been? Undoubtedly, yes, 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 yes. But he doesn't have a career that shows he was.
No. All right, Ken, hold on before you go. Before you go, let me present my case. Let me present my case. No, I need this. I need this. I need this. I need this. Listen, man. I think Derrick Rose is different. Had the skill, had
His
the
knees work.
talent, won the MVP, was one of the only people in the history of LeBron's career that people were fucking worried about overtaking LeBron. We did not see that a lot until Steph fucking boomed and
Still didn't see it
but
once when he was there. Fuck out of here.
well, people were saying it. He had the people talking,
For a season.
and I think he did have a solid ending to his career after that. It wasn't
Not
MVP
a
level. I
different career
understand
though.
that, but he had a lot of moments. You can't.
He did.
I feel like it's tough to tell the history of the NBA without at least bringing Derrick Rose up at least a couple times. So I
Oh
say he's
no, no.
absolutely different,
I could very much tell the history of the NBA and not mention him once.
and I think that's rude. I
Oh.
think.
But to tell the story of the NBA, you only really have to like
Bro, Derrick Rose
mention
captivated
a
all of our
handful
hearts.
of
Derrick
people.
Rose
Derrick Rose is not one
emotions.
of them. Derrick Rose, you only
Emotions,
really have
our
to mention
hearts.
a
Ken, please.
no. You only have to mention a handful of people when you really want to talk about the like a quick little. Give me 30 seconds. Tell me the league, like the history of the league. I don't ever have to mention Derrick Rose, ever.
Bruh, do you argue
ever.
with that for real? Like, do
Sorry,
you
sorry,
argue with
sorry.
that, Tom? Nah, I'm being honest, Tom. Can you literally argue with that? That's the best point that could be made about is he different or not? If we tell the
Oh,
story
I gave you.
of
I
the
think he was
NBA, you know what
one
I
of the
mean?
most
Would he be
talented
in the
players of
story?
all time. His moment was short, but his moment was very impactful. We all remember, we all love it. He's in our hearts forever. I think about Derrick Rose every day. He's
So
different, bro.
we might have to have a sub column. You know what I mean? That where people,
No, there's no sub column. You think
you know
he's
what I mean?
different or
Like,
not?
no,
Hell no.
no.
Love
Fuck.
Derrick Rose though.
Yeah, two against
Fuck.
one. Get him out of here.
Damn. That stinks. All right.
For-
That stinks.
All right, Larry Bird, and I'm gonna say no. I'm
Yes.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
I'm just
I was
kidding. I'm
about to
playing. I'm
bug
A
playing.
out.
man paid his
He's
entire
one of the
career with a
most
back problem
different
and
motherfuckers
smoke.
ever. One of the most different.
Yes, come on.
I mean, to be a white dude and thrive as much as he did in the way that he fucking thrived, yeah. I
Talk
mean,
Yeah.
shit the way he did. Another
yeah.
Yes.
white dude's guarding him, and he goes, "Don't ever disrespect me like that."
Yeah,
He
like
brought
stop
he
playing
brought
with me.
the like because the
And he had a
Celtics
back problem the whole
franchise
time.
was that the Celtics were almost a franchise that won all their titles way back in the day, and then nothing after that. I think Larry Bird came in and kind of saved that franchise in a way. I mean, obviously, all those championships that they won with Bill Russell count. Of course, they do.
Mhm.
But no one would
Yep.
have taken them seriously if Larry Bird didn't come in and win them rings. So next person, Sean Marion.
Hell
No,
no.
no, he got an
God,
ill
man.
sneaker collection, but he's
Fire.
yes, he
I
got a
think that makes him
different ass
different.
sneaker
It's like,
collection,
nah. Nah,
bro.
he ain't different. I mean, he had the ugliest shot ever. I fuck him. All right.
Damn, but effective.
Yeah, it was all right. All right, so the last person on this list, maybe this is a debate.
It may be.
Dwight Howard.
I was thinking about this one. This is the only one I've had to think about on
Hmm.
this one.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
I think he is 3-time Defensive Player of the
I
Year,
gotta
has a
listen, bro.
championship.
Listen,
Like
yeah,
LeBron
He
in the
was
Celtics.
unstoppable.
listen, bro.
Unstoppable during his time.
Listen, bro.
I think he
Without a
is
question, man, he is different. He
top
was
10
different.
center of all
Yes,
time.
Like,
yes.
so how they talk about LeBron, being a pass first player, but being as good as he is as a scorer. I think Dwight Howard being a defense first player and being as good as he was on the offensive end has, everything to speak for itself. I mean, but at the end of the day, coming full circle from leaving the Lakers the way he did the first time and then coming back and being an important player and
Mhm.
winning that like he didn't just ride the bench and,
Mhm.
get a free ring. He actually helped them earn that shit.
If it
Mhm.
wasn't for him and McGee, we might have not got past Jokic and the Nuggets.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He carried that Magic team, and I get it. They had talent, Jameer Nelson, Hato Turk, nobody talks about those guys anymore. He carried that
Mhm.
Magic team to a championship. He's
Mhm.
one of those guys, like the Jimmy Butlers, the Allen Iversons.
Not
Yes,
the championship.
Yeah. My
but it
bad,
went.
to the NBA finals. So yeah,
But
I'm
yeah, no,
saying
I
yes.
think
And I'm glad you guys
I
did too. You would have broke my heart if we said no to D Rose and Dwight.
Mhm.
definitely over Derrick Rose.
No, bro. Derrick Rose is different, and we'll have this debate every episode for the rest of time. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
But
you're
with that being
not around
said,
him.
listen, Kem's hungry, Matt's probably hungry, and I'm tired.
This guy, he's a foul boy.
I haven't eaten all day. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, word.
Bro, I barely ate.
All right, I'm finna
So
cut
with that
something
being
up.
said, we're gonna
Excuse
go
me.
on and get out of here. We hope you love this episode. This has been one of my favorites. We're stringing together a lot of these are one of my favorite episodes. I'm having fun with this,
Yeah.
having fun with my guys. We're a business now, so we have no choice but to give you everything we have to offer, and that's
Mhm.
exactly what you guys are gonna get. We're gonna get
Mhm.
some people in here. We're gonna have some interviews. We're gonna play some video games. We're gonna talk about
Mhm.
sports. Me and Kem are gonna get fucking high and just fucking talk shit. We're gonna do
Cam's
all
gonna
of
keep
it. Yeah. Not the bananas. But
No. Leave them out of it.
but yeah, with that being said, just join us on this ride, join us on this journey. We hope you took something out of this episode. Have a good day, night,
Word.
wherever you are, Singapore, Belgium. Have a good
Word.
night.